WBOK. I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning, y'all.
The Jared Rose on the other side of the glass, y'all, right here on this 12th day of May 2026. Thank y'all for being with us as we commence today's program. Commence today's program coming to you from the historic campus of Xavier University. From our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway, www.wbok1230.com is the address if you want to stop on by. Grab yourself a comfortable chair, a mug, or a tumbler of your favorite frosty or steamy adult beverage. Mind your manners, though. Say good morning, holler at your people, and kick it with us for the next 3 hours as we continue to examine this world through a 504 focused scope. And, of course, the top-ranking way we love to hear from each and every one of y'all is the WBOK Talk Line, 504-582-9422 on this Trivia Tuesday. What's up, Kimber?
Hey, Uncle Gray. How are you?
Kimber every day.
Huh?
Still on here. I said, hey, Kimber.
Yeah.
Good morning, Kimber.
I told
How
you.
You doing, Kimber?
I told you my parent has called me Kimbra all the days of my life.
Kimberly.
I've had all the iterations: Kimber, Kimbra, Kimberly, Kimberlyn, and I actually know somebody named Kimberlyn.
Really?
So I was like, well, no, this is a real name, because I was like, why are y'all making up stuff on my name? Just say it right. But at this point, I take it.
Listen, if it's got
take
a G,
it.
I grew up with a name. Listen.
I take it. It's fine, especially the people who mispronounce my name. However, I know that they have love for me. It's fine. Now, if I know you're doing it on purpose, you can go to hell, and that it is what it is. But most people don't do it intentionally.
Oh, I know, and that's just, you got to develop a thick skin. But what it has driven me to do was to ensure that I pronounce people's name correctly.
Mm-hmm.
It has made me sensitive to that degree. I want to make sure I ask you. How do you say your name? How do you pronounce your name? And when people, because you'll look at something and think it's one way, and they'll say, nope, it's different. Okay, great. That way I phonic it out.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And if I have to announce it, the MCing and stuff like that, announcing, you don't want to screw people's names.
Mm-hmm.
It's embarrassing.
Right.
And you don't want to do that. How you doing, honey? What's happening with
great. I am wonderful, actually. I have three. So I have spoken about my eldest, who is not biologically mine, but she's ours. We have graduated 3 adults now out of our house. And then our eldest got her master's on Friday.
On Friday?
Yes. So
shouts out to the masters out here.
Butterfly, my butterfly girl. She is she's in Houston. So we're gonna see her this summer, because I couldn't do both of
I get it.
Of the graduations. However, yes, 3 people have graduated from over there in Marrero, and Kamara and I were talking about it yesterday before I came to work, and I was like, we've graduated 3 kids out of here, and he was like, yeah. And I was like, we finished and done. I mean, we have more coaching to do.
Yeah, of course. No, listen, it's
coaching.
Just a new chapter. You're not finished, but it's a new way.
Yeah.
I know that feeling. I've about to get me one of them.
Yeah, yeah. So I mean that, and also still riding on the birthday vibes. I'm still celebrating Taurus season. I got some chocolate covered strawberries from Minnie.
There you go.
Yesterday, and happy birthday to Minnie. Today is her birthday, and also happy birthday to my cousin Anna McKissick Watts. Today is her birthday as well. McKissick.
You were kept talking in the sentence.
McKissick.
Watts.
McKissick.
You for their birthday? I didn't get that. I'm sorry. McKissick.
McKissick.
Yes. That's a great name. That's the last name of the author of the book that we were just talking about that Josh picked.
Okay.
3/5 of a Man. His name is Floyd
McKissick. Okay.
McKissick. That's right. Yeah,
and I have another arm to that, but I'm gonna stay the course right now to the McKissick. But yes, today is their birthday.
Like Shiva.
Happy birthday.
Many happy returns of the day.
Yes. Floyd is the name of one of my cousin's dad. And I just talked to Floyd because he lives in Lafayette, and that's where Myri's going to school. So that's why I was saying there was another arm to that. Floyd, McKissick, all the things. Things.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, his last name is Johnson, though.
It don't matter because he's Floyd, and then the other lady's McKissick. And we were talking about
Floyd
McKissick and 3/5 of a Man. The book that's what
I was saying it was
gotta
just
mean something. I don't claim to know.
Maybe that's the book we should start with.
Maybe that's the book that y'all already should be
I think that's where we are.
Great.
So okay, today's the announcement: 3/5 of a Man
by Floyd McKissick. I have no idea why, but there's something there.
It's calling us there. So that said, we now have our book club book. Start Friday. Today's Tuesday. You got time to get it. Matter of fact, let me see if it's on the app.
You listen. Support your people. Don't spend no money on. Go over there by community.
Yeah.
If they don't have it, they can get it.
Mm-hmm.
All right. 3/5 of a Man, but go in person. Go in person. Don't stop that. It's just stop that.
If you're buying, buy from us. That's for everything. If you're buying, buy from us.
That's from everything. We get a whole list.
And if they don't have it, ask them who they buy from. Yeah.
Absolutely. No, man. So yeah, go and get 3/5 of a Man by Floyd McKissick, and we can discuss that excellent book. If you've read it before, as I have, it's worth the reread. It's certainly gonna be worth it. I don't know why I kept with, because that's just too strange. Your friend McKissick and cousin Floyd, and
all of those things. I couldn't have made it up.
No, see, that's 3/5 of a Man, yo. Pick it up.
Yeah. I just looked up. So it's not on this app. I'm gonna look at the other ones on when I get home because they're on my iPad. But yeah, get that thing done, and also find your stations of where.
Don't be mad that you started another book.
No.
You could read more than one book. That's a good problem.
Yeah.
I had a problem with that because I'd be actively reading 3 books, 2 nonfiction. Two fiction, 1 nonfiction, and of course every magazine, newspaper I get my hand on, all at the same time. So no, don't. Your brain can handle it, because you'll be all right. You'll be all right.
Mark, you ain't nothing, no. Look at what this clown said.
All the people, they hear this morning.
You ain't nothing.
They hear this morning.
Nothing.
I had a friend of mine grew up with Floyd Johnson, man.
That's her parents' daddy's name, Floyd Johnson.
Floyd gone on. The Floyd Johnson I knew. Rest in peace, man. From uptown. Good
you
brother,
don't hear
man.
Floyd anymore.
No, man. I got a shirt that says Pink Floyd.
Okay, Pink Floyd. Yeah. Floyd Mayweather.
Floyd the Barber.
Okay. But you don't hear, you don't hear
Floyd
that
Mayweather was the most recent, I think, Floyd that we had. Yeah, I think that if it goes name recognition wise, I think it'd have to be Mayweather. Because I can't think of another Floyd.
That's interesting.
Yeah, that's a name that kind of has echoes in the past. You don't hear it a lot anymore. But Floyd was a good brother, man.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Rest in power, Floyd.
Indeed. Of course, I have been sharing my dining escapades with the family, and some people have ventured off
Oh,
to
I
some of
see
those
why this was
places.
on the other side. I see why.
We can
We will.
musical chairs
There you
later.
go.
But yeah, I've been sharing my dining experiences to with our listeners, and some of them have ventured off into the places that I have been going to dine. But I didn't get to tell this story yesterday, so I'm glad I'm telling it to you. I um I have a lot of students. Duh. But one particular student I taught my first year, no, my second year
Okay.
when I went to Eisenhower. And one of my students' parents has a snowball stand walking distance from my house.
Okay.
If ever I get a snowball from over there, I never go to the counter. I send them. I'll wait in the car.
Kids.
The kids, husband, whoever.
Okay. I got you.
Yeah.
I got you.
I always stay in the car. So this Sunday, after we had gone to brunch, we went to go and get a snowball, and I was like, I gotta go to the bathroom. I was like, so I can't
Finally, a
stay.
reason to get out of
I
the
can't
car.
stay in the car. So I went up, and I was like, they gotta have a bathroom, and they did. And I get to the counter, and I was like, "Are you Trey's dad?" He was like, "Hi, Miss Dupree." I was like, "Hey, I really have to go to the bathroom." So he gave me the key to the bathroom.
Okay.
But now I can promote, like, now that I know who owns the snowball stand, everybody go to this snowball stand. It's right on the corner of Woodmere and Cousins.
Okay. Right on.
Woodmere and Cousins. And again, had I never gone to the snowball,
Yeah, you never know. You've
I
been
would
to
have.
the snowball
I've been,
stand.
but
You
I
didn't
would
have to
never.
take
Yeah,
it.
if I didn't have to go potty, I would have never gone to the counter. And if you have any kids, teenagers with some work ethic, they're hiring for
Dang.
kids to work at the snowball stand.
That's what, baby. Listen, for yourself, around us, taking care of us. We can do it.
Yeah.
We can do it. We just got to do it.
Mm-hmm.
We just got to do it. I hope we look inward and not turn to each other and not on each other.
Right.
That's the only thing I'm hoping. And that's what can help us if we turn to each other and shake off them shackles, man. Shake off them shackles. You're gonna take my vote. You're gonna stop taking taxes out of my money.
I'm glad you mentioned about the vote. They changed the vote for the congressional maps to this today at 3:00. For those of you who are able to make it to Baton Rouge, please go. I'm gonna try and get maybe Lindsay or somebody who has been out there already to give a call in and like give some good information about what you need to know, and also to share the calendars for those of you who want to sign the recall as well. And there have been lines.
Yes, there's several more places that have opened
Black,
up.
white, Republican, Democrat,
everybody.
lazy.
You're wrong.
All of it.
Baby, y'all wrong. And anyway, we talk more about that. It's the Front Porch, WBOK. It's what New Orleans is talking about.
All day
We
long.
can stay. Y'all don't go nowhere. We're going to take this quick break, and we're going to see you on the other side
Norman Robinson is back,
Can you hear me now?
and he's taking no prisoners.
Can you hear me now?
Each weekday, Norman Robinson brings you commentary with Off the Top.
The incident was shocking, disturbing, disgusting, disappointing, and sad.
Each weekday, Off the Top with Norman Robinson is heard exclusively right here.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
Tuesday morning, I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Right now, New Orleans police are investigating a shooting that left a man injured in the 7th Ward. This happened near the intersection of North D'Aubigny and Columbus Street around 2:40 this morning. The victim was found at the scene suffering from a gunshot wound, and he was taken to the hospital. A heated debate expected again today at the state capitol in the battle to redraw Louisiana's congressional maps. It comes as voters and some Democratic leaders back at Town Hall in New Orleans to strategize and figure out the way forward. The Committee on Senate and Governmental Affairs will take up the new congressional map after the full Senate adjourns today. Beyond Louisiana, a battle over the balance of power is taking place from coast to coast. Yesterday, the Supreme Court ruled Alabama can use a map to put in place in 2023 with just one majority black district. In Virginia, Democratic lawmakers are now asking the Supreme Court to allow the state to use a voter-approved map that would favor Democrats in the midterm election. So far, 9 states have taken up redistricting, with Republicans picking up a possible 14 House seats and Democrats 6. A move by the New Orleans City Council may be adding more chaos to the already controversial clerk of court seat. At a special meeting on Monday, the council appointed retired Judge Calvin Johnson as interim clerk of court and called a special election for November to fill the position permanently, which Calvin Duncan and Chelsea Napoleon may run for. Attorney General Liz Murrow also opposed the council's move, saying this creates chaos in the clerk's office. I'm Daryl Ford.
Life has a way of shifting priorities, changing needs, and pivoting plans. Home Bank is there for all of them. Their bankers partner with you for every step along the way, from understanding your needs to celebrating your success. Home Bank is invested in the vibrant spirit of our community and in you. So partner with them. Stop on by any banking center in the greater New Orleans area or visit home24bank.com to get started today. Good for business, good for life. Home Bank, a member of the FDIC.
This is Andronica Morris, host of Put Housing First. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock, where we will discuss how housing affects every aspect of our lives and what's necessary, what's needed to guarantee housing for all. Join us every Tuesday at 12 o'clock as we dig down deep onto the issues that affect all of us.
LifeCare provides valuable whole life insurance to cover final expenses such as medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance that's available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. The application process is quick and easy. You can even apply without having to undergo a medical examination. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral cost skyrocketing to $11,000 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple, affordable peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses that, if left unattended, will burden your family tremendously. Benefits include a guaranteed premium that will never increase, a guaranteed cash value, and a guaranteed death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, call LifeCare at 800-571-9955. That's 800-571-9955. 800-571-9955.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Front Porch. WBOK. I'm your host, Braylon Bryant Bank.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared on the other side of the glass shell, bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday. So we've been talking about what's going on. No taxation without representation.
Mm-hmm.
Believe that.
Mm-hmm.
Patrick Henry. Believe that. Give me liberty, give me that. Believe that.
Mm-hmm.
That's right. Liberty and Liberation, Toussaint Louverture. Believe that. Yes, indeed.
And we here.
And we here, baby.
We are here. And those of you who are...
Essence, y'all don't need to come, though. And please don't. I made a living in hospitality.
Uh-huh.
And it is difficult. It's not easy for me to utter a statement like that because I know who it's going to hurt. But it's not going to hurt no more than what you're doing. it's not gonna hurt no more than that. You understand what I'm saying? I go back to the Montgomery bus boycott. I go back to the time when we had to do what we are looking at having to do. You want to come talk to my mom? I need to bring her on the show. She turned 92 on the 15th of last month. You understand? And the same thing we went through, we going through again. Mm-hmm. Ain't that nothing? Mm-hmm. Ain't that nothing? All because some white men scared they're going to lose their power.
The perceived power.
The perceived power. Well, no, you got the power. I mean, there's no question about that. That's why this whole idea of the angst incorporated in this supposedly loss that white men have encountered over the past 20 or 30 or since the civil rights. Lost what? You're all the CEOs. You're all the major corporations. You've lost nothing. What you've done was sent the jobs from your cousins and them, not me, across the sea and made other people rich so you could get richer. But you told them it was our fault. Mm-hmm. Man, let me tell you something. Essence, as much as I know the people who need and work in this industry could use that, I don't know if y'all need to be here, cause I don't know if don't call if you call in here to ask me about the playoffs. I don't know. I don't care. Don't call if you were calling to ask me about Chris Brown and the other dude who the concert, Usher, whoever. I don't know.
Bumps and bruises.
Close enough. Whoever. I don't want none of that. We are being left. There was a live roast of Kevin Hart the other night.
Oh my God!
I didn't watch.
Oh my God!
I didn't watch.
I some of you men who beat y'all chest saying, "Man, y'all punks," because ain't no way that white boy who made the jokes and talking about the floating garbage, trash, whatever. Ain't no way y'all could call yourself men and sit by Kevin Hart especially and chuckle and get with all the foolishness that people were saying. I didn't watch the whole thing, but I seen enough of the clips to make me scratch my head and go, nah, y'all a bunch of punks.
None of that. No, but see, this is on the heels of the Met. None of this, this again, my pattern with the letter. Letters with the pattern. However it go. This is just a continuation of that. This is bread and circuses, kids. This is bread and circuses. Mm-hmm. This is a way to keep you distracted, to keep away in front of your television, in front of your phone, in front of your tablet, scrolling and thinking and playing and not paying attention to what's going on and really not caring until it's too late. You had a governor of this fine state of Louisiana who said, I can't do nothing if they took 45,000 votes. What do you want from me? It's not my fault. That's what he said. So you can't vote, so what? What do you want from me? That's what to do. That's the head of the state. That's the chief executive.
The one that y'all couldn't be bothered to show up and vote for. Right. Not y'all, but y'all.
Elections have consequences. As you can see now. Because we haven't heard from the barber whose son supported Trump. I haven't heard.
Hello, where you at, sir?
I don't want. I just like to know where you are. I don't want to pillory you. I don't want to vilify you. Because once again, that's circuses. I don't want to take the focus away from what we're looking at. But I'm really interested in what you and your son see now. I just curiously
and the people who said that he was going to bring money.
And
forget the money.
Whatever your reasons, they give you $1 and take you free.
And take everything else from y'all. Where y'all at, Leon?
I just honestly would love to know. I'd love to hear your perspective at this point. And if you know people out there who said that, the standard old saw voting makes no difference, it doesn't count, then what?
One of them in jail right now.
I have been talking about the concerted effort, the tens of millions of dollars that have been spent to disenfranchise people. At the same time, I'm listening to you say that voting doesn't count. And I'd say the logic in that, or the illogic in that, is glaring when you see people spending tens of millions of dollars to prevent you from doing something that they have convinced you to tell your people doesn't count. The illogic in that is astounding to me. But, hey, look at that skeleton dress. 504-582-9422. Good morning, Pop Jones. How you doing?
Ooh, turn
Pop
it down
Jones,
for
turn
us.
your radio down, Pop Jones.
All right. Is it down?
There we
You
go.
much
Good
better.
morning.
Good morning, Kim. Or what? I want to get your name correct. Is it Kim? Kimberly?
Pop is fine. It's fine.
Okay.
Yes.
I was just messing with
don't
Pop.
don't stress yourself over
please,
that.
Please
All
don't.
right.
Kim know you got love for her, and she got love for you.
For sure.
If you call her Kennedy, she still
I'ma
gonna
still
answer because she know it's love.
Yeah, I'm looking for good trouble. I don't want to get no trouble. And how you doing, Graylin?
I am well, sir. I am well.
Yeah. Well, look, before I get into the hard stuff, we were discussing music. And I think I don't, correct me on it. You asked me, did you ask me, do I listen to new music or new artists?
Yeah, that was one of our listeners. Somebody was in the chat that was asking who are some of the new cats that Pop Jones might like when you were doing on International Jazz Day.
Let me correct that.
Okay.
I don't know who they're talking about when they say new. See, they got a lot of new cats that's following the old cats.
Oh, yes,
all the time.
So, all right, I'm just listening to this young lady that's with Wynton Marsalis' big band. She's saxophone, man. She is, ooh. And then Samara Joy.
Yes,
yes, sir. Or the 12. She in her 20s.
Yes, sir.
And Gregory Porter, I don't know how old Gregory is.
Now you know that. Now you know that's my guy.
She done look, her voice went down 2 octaves.
You know that's my guy.
They're following the old artists.
Yes, sir.
Now they got some stuff of the new jazz. Smooth jazz. I can handle. When it comes down to this electric stuff, goodbye.
Well,
I mean, you
that's not new though, Pop. You fell out with Miles about going there.
Oh, did I?
You fell out with Miles about going electric, so that's not surprising. You are a creature of habit and you like what you like.
We saw him at the Loyola Field House. And a lot of the guys were walking out. Said, man, I could have stayed home and listened to my records. I didn't need to hear this. And
yes, indeed.
No weather report was there too.
Weather report, Josanne will. Man, that's a hell of a band right there, man. Weather report, but that's all electric. That's Bob. That's all electric. Weather report.
Yeah, I know. Well, guess what? I gave him a ride. They asked me, because I always be talking to him. I gave him and Wayne Short a ride to see I'm trying to remember. Okay, the Urban Cowboy. What's his brother's name?
Urban Cowboy.
Yeah. Urban, the saxophone player. Call him the Urban Cowboy.
Oh, you talking about, I know what you talking about. That's Earl Turbington. That's Willie T. brother.
Earl Turbington.
Earl Turbington. That's Willie T. brother. Yeah, that's the Turbington brothers.
All right. So I brought Wayne Shorter and Joe's Avenue to meet them. They was playing at a club somewhere around town.
Okay.
And they asked me, did I know them? I said, yeah, because I always get a chance talk with musicians if they're available. I talk with them. In fact, I've been going out to UNO for years, and whenever a lot of them know me, I always get a chance to talk with the musicians. I haven't been out there lately, but I gave Joe's Avenue and Wayne Short a ride.
Man, that's a hell of a ride right there, man.
Yeah, man.
Yes, indeed, Pop. And took him out there to see one of New Orleans' finest, too. If you took him to see Earl, that's a great show.
Oh, man, look, I know all the cats. Dan Black, man. There's another one. I think he's still living, but do you know Dr. Roger Dickerson?
Yes, that is one of my mama's classmates and friends. Yes.
All right.
So his son,
I think he's still around.
His son is DJ Raj Smooth.
See that?
That is my classmate.
Well,
that was the valedictorian of my class.
Huh?
His son was the valedictorian of my class. That's the world's greatest DJ, Raj Smooth.
Oh.
See?
Boy, nobody like me. I know a lot of people, huh?
and they lucky they know you, Pop John. They lucky they know you. Yes, sir, boss.
Yeah,
we sure appreciate you calling, Pop.
Be in Chicago on the 12th of this month.
You going up to Chicago the 12th of this month?
No, man, I can't make that. I thought maybe y'all might would.
Oh, I'm gonna be here. I know on the 12th I'm gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
I think she about 25 or something, 26.
Who that?
Samara John.
If she's that, I want to say when we saw her, she's very in her early 20s.
Yeah.
But that instrument of a voice that she has, my God. My God.
That girl is, unbelievable.
And that incredible. Absolutely.
Yes, yes. She is great, man.
Yes,
indeed.
indeed.
It looks like Chicago is a place. They always show up. Brantford.
Oh, yeah.
Well, guess who else used to go there a lot?
Who that?
They'd be looking for him. The late Kid Jordan.
Oh, yeah.
He played avant-garde.
He go out there, man. That Eric Dolphy, that way that Kid Jordan was a hell of a teacher, but musician-wise, man, he was on some other stuff.
You trying to find the words.
I know it was otherworldly. It was that same, man, it was avant-garde. It was music that wasn't, but was. If that make no sense, because that's how it makes sense. But it was.
Yeah,
I mean, if you ever heard it, man, I mean, just
dynamite.
Oh, man. But no category. You can't say this is
Hey Jared. Yeah.
It's music. It was Kid Jordan, man. That's what it was. It's kids' music.
Guess what? He taught so many greats.
He taught many greats. That's what I'm saying. So the standard, the way it's supposed to be done was second nature to him. That was, he could teach it. He knew it. Everything. But when he played, when he composed it.
Kids, Marlon, Stephanie, and Kent.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. And then other young
Rachel.
lady.
Don't forget Rachel, the cello, the cellist.
In symphony. I think she's a violinist, huh?
She what?
I think she plays the violin.
The cello.
Yeah, cello. Yeah, cello, Rachel.
Okay, all right.
That's right. But she might play violin too.
Maybe. Because usually when they pick up those instruments, they play more than one.
Yeah, I've seen her playing cello though. Oh yeah. It's a gifted family, man. There's no question. But Kid, man, if you heard Kid
man.
was rest in power, man. I know he got him up there.
Jamming, swinging out and all the things.
And guess what? The great Don Harrison.
Oh, yeah.
Big Chief.
Oh, yeah. Dr. Big Chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dr. Big Chief Don Harrison. It was experimenting with quantum physics and music. And just, dude, I'm telling you, and was a student, I think, of Kid Jordan. So it's crazy.
Where did Riley go to school at? Who taught him? Noka or somewhere? Where?
I don't know if Hurlin, I can't speak to, I don't know. He never mentioned
who his teacher is.
Right. No, I know, he remember, Lasted Family on one side.
Right.
And he been, like he said, he been beating on stuff since he got here. And I don't know if, I don't think he went to Noka. I don't think Noka was even here.
He had music in his family all his life.
You know where he went to school? At the Fairview Baptist Church Brass Band with Danny Barker.
Oh, yes, indeed.
That's where he went to school.
Who was that teacher? I'm trying to think.
I think it was every. But you know what? I'm gonna see if we can get that information.
We can find out.
Yeah, I can't remember. I knew who it was. It had that band. And that man hurling, boy. Tooth and Mama.
Tooth and Mama.
Big fine thing. Indeed. Go ahead, Pop Jones. Let me get this other call, man.
Beautiful wife. Well, look, let me say this. We're in a battle right now.
You better believe.
State. I first they were going to eliminate and form one district and eliminate Fields and just have Carter. But now I hear they're eliminating both of them. Do you know about that?
We can't help it.
We
yes,
can't
sir.
hear, but yeah, we're hearing about it, and I hope that the people show up at the Capitol today. Show up by 3:00. That's where they need you. They need your voices, and also find your place to go and sign the recall.
I love the front porch. I love the front porch. Pop, listen to this. Chandra McCormick just texted me. She said Carver Senior High School. Bush was his music teacher. Hurley Riley. Okay. They went to school together. Yvonne Bush.
Okay.
It's her, lady. Miss Bush. Yvonne Bush. That's a classmate of Hurling from right there at Carver. Letting you know where he went to school. After he put down his mama's spoons and got through beating on the pots and stuff, Miss Yvonne Bush took over and started his musical career. Thank you for that, Chandra. Okay. Appreciate you, love.
Shout out to the Front Porch and thank you.
Absolutely.
Yes, I tell you, I don't leave nobody's names out, but Hurling, Down Harrison, Terrence.
Oh, you can't. Nicholas Payton.
We'll be here. We'll be here for a while naming the people.
We'll be here. Walter Payton and the Snap Bean Band. Oh man, we go on and on and on and on and on.
Yes, indeed.
Yes, sir. But thank you for that, Pop Jones. We got to take this break, baby. It's always a pleasure to talk to you.
All right, y'all have a blessed one.
You too, Pop.
Take care. Yes, indeed, man. That's all right.
Mm-hmm.
That's all right. You tuned into the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Stick and stay. We're going to see you on the other side of the break.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
After a very rainy day, we can now expect a little more sunshine in our forecast. Also, drier air is in place, so not as high humidity for your Tuesday. Today's highs 79 to 83 degrees. We could still see a spotty shower for this evening, but most of us will stay dry. Lows for tonight 62 to 69, and then for your Wednesday, highs 83 to 86. Sunshine for the rest of the week. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
This is Monica Pierre along with Sally Ann Roberts Daybone, co-host of Your Power is On.
Tune in Sunday mornings from 7 to 8 a.m. for music that feeds the spirit. Get your Sunday on.
Right here on WBOK 1230 a.m. and WBOK1230.com, the station you listen to all day long.
I'm Cynthia Willard Lewis, and I encourage you to vote Nick Alvarez. He will protect Louisiana families and fight for lower health care costs for everyone. Vote Nick for U.S. Senate.
I'm Nick Alvarez, and I approve this message.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong, at the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation presents Louisiana Cajun Zydeco Festival. 2 days of nonstop dancing and rhythmic sounds of Southwest Louisiana, Saturday, March 30th and Sunday, March 31st at the George and Joyce Ween Jazz and Heritage Center. Don't miss musical performances by Big Nathan and the Zydeco Cha-Chas, Chubby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band, Donna Angel and the Zydeco Posse, and much more. Doors open at 2 p.m. and music begins at 3. This event is free and open to the public. For more information, visit CajunZydecoFest.com.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton. Losing a loved one is tough enough. Do you really want your family dealing with court battles and paperwork on top of it?
Whether you choose a will or a trust, think ahead. Take care of your family. Let them focus on healing instead of headaches. This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK. Your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared's on the other side of the glass, bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday, 504-582-9422. Good morning, Elwin.
Good morning, Kim. Roll in, Kim. Roll in the closet.
What?
Rolling in the closet.
You're in the closet?
No, roll into the closet.
You want me to go in the closet?
Yeah.
I'm armed. I don't know if you want me to go in the closet.
Hey, man, look, I had the strangest dream about you last night. I was dreaming, and you was in the closet. And when I get ready to close the door, people was balking. I mean, dogs was balking. And people was beating on the roof with hammers, and the dogs was barking.
Whatever dealer you got that from, don't go to him no more.
Wherever I got that dream from, so I woke up with that dream.
Yeah, don't go to him no more. He putting something else in it. Mm-mm.
You were dreaming when you wrote this. Don't give me if I goes astray.
Oh, Lord.
Say, Kim, let me say, Braylon, you think I ought to go in that neighborhood?
I missed her. You lost me when the dogs was barking with the hammers on the roof. I did not know. I was like, okay.
I don't know where this is going.
I wonder what Freud would have to say about this dream. But anyway, it's all good. I don't mind, baby. It takes all kinds. You heard me? How you doing, cousin?
I'm doing fine. The concert was great.
I heard you had a good time, man.
Yeah, it was good. It was good.
That's all right. That's all right.
What's the question for the day?
Why do you want us to vote?
No, I can't give you the answer till I know what the question is.
I just told you. Why they don't want us to vote? That's the question.
Why they don't want us to vote?
Yeah.
I don't know why they don't want us to vote. Maybe because they're racist.
That's fine with me.
There you go. You got the number one answer, boss. You got the number one answer.
Yeah, maybe they're racist. I mean, people at the government, they be racist too.
Hey, bro, listen, you're looking at it. But I gotta say though, shouts out to the senator, Gary. Looking at the brother now. We got one station.
The one that he was getting ready to knuckle up on them people. Yeah.
What is it? Gary something. I can't call it. I know it's Gary. But listen, man. Listen. It's not gonna be like you think. Because again, you're short-sighted. It's not gonna be like y'all think. It's really not. But go ahead and go. And the most funny part about it, funny, damn y'all crazy, not funny, ha, is you say none of this is about race because the Supreme Court said that we have to draw the districts correctly.
Mm-hmm.
None of this is about race. None of
Hey,
it. None of
Supreme
it.
Court lied too.
So,
Just like coaches.
no. They're saying that. But to fix all of the problems, you are eliminating nothing but black seats, nothing but black districts, and nothing but black representation. But it's got nothing to do with race. It's like the Department of War is fighting, but you can't call it a war. Abdul, this is 1984. We are living
My God.
in it. It is, and people are like, wait a minute. I see what you're doing, but do you really think people are that stupid?
Yes, they do.
Well, see, that's when you heard me mention the short-sightedness. You heard me mention the short-sightedness. You are thinking like human beings do, especially when they are in power, that everybody thinks like them. It's a flaw. It's a human nature flaw. You want to think that because your ego is telling you that you're right, you are convincing yourself that everybody else does too. And they don't. They don't across the board because it's BS, bovine excrement.
I've been using that.
You could welcome to do so.
Thank you.
So there you go. It's not going to be what they think, bro. And once we stop entertaining, once we stop running up and down the field, the court, the diamond, or the course, or the pitch, or the field, or whatever else we do on stage, in arenas, to entertain them while they strip you of your rights, maybe then you start
Gary
to listen.
Carter.
Gary Carter.
Thank y'all. We love y'all so much.
Brother handling his business. He stays in the handling his business.
I was like, ooh, this the energy we need because I'm tired of these chickens.
And this is what's coming. This is what's coming. I have been saying, listen, y'all, we won't ever do anything until we are pushed. We won't ever do anything.
But why?
Because it's just human. We are complacent right now. Things aren't great, but it's cool. That's what people ever say, man, look, I'm going to work. Say, I'm going to get these tickets, man. I'm going to cars. They say, man, I'm not worried about them people. Okay, all right, fine. Because everybody's cool. Everybody's complacent. And that's what this society, that's what your phone does. That's what the tablets do. That's what the television does. They lull you into complacency. Why do you think they want to ban books? Books stimulate your brain and help you to think.
And help you challenge.
Synapses and helps you to challenge the status quo. Television, social media, phones, and tablets lull you. They turn your brain into mush, into oatmeal, so you don't think. All you want is bright, shiny colors, nice music, and to take you away from the reality that you live in. That's what all of those things do. And we buy right into them. We look with your eyes open, you're walking into this. You're not being BS'd. You're walking into it with your eyes wide open.
Mm-hmm.
Not saying a thing, just boop, 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 and walking right into it. And Cassandra, I'll go back to Mark Allen. I like the Cassandra analogy. Keep trying to tell you, but the curse is nobody will believe me. Nobody. That's the curse. Nobody. And not until it comes. You don't believe fire hot till it burns your ass.
You don't believe water is wet.
You don't believe it. You don't believe it. I'm telling you, the fire hot don't get burned. I got scars. Don't burn yourself. Learn from me.
And fat meat is greasy, but hey.
But you got to taste it yourself. You got to feel it
Yeah,
yourself.
but listen what I'm saying. They lie just like football coaches lie. Just like
humans lie, Elwin.
Yeah, I'm not worried about saying, bro, we need to stop playing football. You need to stop showing up. All them schools where you've got representatives that are sending people that vote against to take your rights, why are you entertaining them on the football field? Why are you entertaining them on the baseball diamond? Why are you entertaining them on the cricket pitch?
And of course, you can do it for yourselves by going to our schools.
You can come down.
Now, I'm not admonishing anybody who sends their kids who has money that's going there, but definitely capital of bodies.
I am.
Stop letting people use your bodies.
I am, because listen, you have to look at the structure, what's happening. You have to look at what's going on as a whole in the entirety. You are led to believe that if you make it, it's all right. But again, that's division. That has been being done since they brought us to these shores, dividing us among each other. When you make it, you have to be cognizant and aware of what the game is in order for you to stop playing it. You can't play it and act like you don't know it's being played on. You can't. That doesn't make any sense. That's illogic. Stop it.
Yeah.
Stop it. Just you. And again, Floyd McKissick, 3/5 of a man. Do not pick up your phone and order it. Drive down to a black bookstore, Baldwin,
in your area.
In your area, wherever you are. It's the little things, but if a few people do one thing, that's a lot of things. Then a few more people do it. We can do this, but the only way we're going to do it is together. Only way we're going to do it is together. We're going to see. We got to take a break, homeboy.
All right.
All right.
Hopefully I'll be in with the question.
Call back when you hear the question, cousin. All right?
All right.
Later.
All right.
It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere. Stick and stay. We got to take this quick break, and we're going to see you on the other side of it.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Authorities in Texas are investigating after 6 people were found dead inside a railroad boxcar in Laredo. Laredo police investigator Jose Baez.
It's a very early phase of the investigation. There's not a lot to reveal right now because we just began the investigation so far.
Police say the bodies were discovered during a rail yard inspection near the U.S.-Mexico border. A black Maryland truck driver is recovering after his bakery truck was struck by a United Airlines plane near Newark Airport. Warren Boardley Jr. survived the collision but says he thought he was going to die during the impact. Federal investigators are now probing how the aircraft flew low enough to hit a vehicle on a busy highway. And former NBA star J.R. Smith has graduated from North Carolina A&T after 4 years of study. Smith says overcoming ADHD and dyslexia pushed him to earn his degree, and he plans to pursue a master's. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Yes.
back, yo. It's the Front Porch. WBOK. I'm your host, Braylon Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared Rhodes on the other side of the glass, y'all, bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday. Thank you for rolling with us as we move into the second hour of today's episode of the Front Porch, continuing our broadcast from the idyllic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway, www.wbok1230.com. Or you can hit us up on the talk line, 504-582-9422. Just had a thought.
Mm-hmm.
You think they're gonna change the street names back?
They trying to put the statues and the they're trying to put those back into the
'Cause I say Norman C. Francis Parkway every day.
Right. They're trying to put the statues into state parks.
State
Did
parks,
you see
that's
that?
your tax. No, I'm not, but it's not.
Yeah.
None of it is surprising because they've been hoping that the South will rise again, and that you already lost that war, and now you got a president that pardons criminals.
But who keep getting rearrested and or killed?
Yeah, well,
That's the thing. He pardons these people. They get. Matter of fact, I saw this story yesterday where another MAGA nut was arrested for trying to purchase sex from a child yesterday.
But to defend pedophiles, you probably have to have a pedophile meaning mind.
The 28th. This was the 28th MAGA pedophile arrested in 3 days. ICE supervisor shows up to buy sex with 13-year-old in a sting. And so...
ICE supervisor?
Yes.
So what you think he's doing to the people who he
Hello. But the people who are running to be in that, what does that say about you? That. And the people who continue to defend these people for money, what does that say about you? And I told you, I got hard lines. My hard line is don't have sex with people who are incapacitated. Don't have sex with people who can't consent. People who are incapacitated can't give consent, and children can't give consent. But if you pay attention, they're constantly trying to lower the age of consent.
Mm-hmm.
Consent.
Mm-hmm.
And some people still really are battling with what consent looks like. Even if you're married, there's a thing called consent. You are not entitled to somebody else's body just because they have the same last name with you or live in the same house with you. Consent is required. And for those of you who can't get that through your heads, this is why we call you unsafe. And this is probably why you have receding hairlines and spray-on beards. Please stop it.
The afro. Don't go there.
But that don't pop you.
Well, I got a hole in my afro, and people don't take the time to differentiate between the good and the
Well,
bad.
that's the problem, because by looks you can't differentiate who's safe and who's not.
Nobody cares. That's why I teach mine how to shoot and how to fight. I'm not looking to the hills. I know where my salvation coming from, but it ain't nobody that came out of Hollywood. It ain't a white man on the White Horse in the White House. It's not them. That's not who coming to save me. That's not who I'm looking for to come and save me at all. Finally, I'm looking for a black man in the black hat, maybe a kufi.
Maybe a woman, a black woman.
Maybe a black woman.
With a nice...
With a head wrap.
Yeah.
Or Bantu knot.
Yes. Or however you decide to do your dynamic hair.
I know about Zenobia. I know about Nandi. I know about our warrior queens. See, y'all, you can't touch me, boss. I got my lineage of history in my DNA. I know what you're doing. I see what you're doing. You're scared. You can't even take the debate without your feelings getting hurt, but y'all are alpha men. You should be in charge.
Every time I hear somebody say alpha male, I want to slap you. Because you're not.
I want you to keep
You're
thinking
not.
that.
You keep
Because
saying
you
it, but
keep
you're
getting
not.
hurt. You're the one that your feelings keep getting hurt, Alpha. Your feelings keep getting hurt. The number one alpha male that is your standard can't even take a joke. You want to try to get the man whole career, Jimmy Kimmel. You can't even take a joke. I laughed when
Jimmy
I saw
Kimmel
the man run through the thing with the shotgun through all the Secret Service
and ain't nobody did nothing with the whole people.
I laughed just like I kind of chortled when I saw the dude climbing on the roof at the Charlie Kirk thing. Nobody sees him. I see him. The guy filming sees him. The guy filming him on the roof sees him. And the guy with the earshot, he got in there, walked through, looked just like, yo, I don't, no. No, it's just, and then, I wore the shirt for a reason. Antifa, created in 1945. That's the famous depiction of the raising of the flag on Iwo Jima by the Marines, right? Iconic photograph. Life magazine, won Pulitzers and all that good stuff. That's when we were fighting fascism. You were anti-fascist, shortened to Antifa, anti-fascist. Anti meaning against, fascist means what fascist means.
What we're living in.
What we're living in. United States government, in their new interpretation of what can be called terrorism. The third thing is being a part of Antifa. Now, I want you to follow the logic here because it kind of threw me. Antifa is a mindset. It's not a group of people. And the government knows that it's not a group of people. So what they just did in including Antifa under the list of terrorism charges means that they can now arrest you and charge you with terrorism under those same statutes because they say that whatever you were doing was a part of Antifa. Now, the government says that to be a part of Antifa makes you a terrorist. So logically, that would mean that the U.S. government is pro-fascist.
Yikes.
I need you to roll with me now. We're all in the back. I'm going to say it again. Listen up. Antifa, short for anti-fascist, has been included in the designation under what we consider terrorist in this country by the government. And Antifa is on that list. Anti-fascists are on the list of government terrorists.
So then that means the government is fascist.
It's pro-fascist.
Yeah.
I need you to, now this is not me. This ain't Grayling. This ain't Grayling. See if you called in letter. I'm telling you what's happening with the government. I'm telling you what's happening in right now. Antifa, anti-fascist, which is not a group, which is not an organization. It's a philosophy.
It's a way of thinking.
Like fascist, so I'm anti-fascist. But the government says because I'm against fascists, I'm a terrorist. I could be charged.
But the weirdness is
with terrorism.
You can't identify a group of people as Antifa because it's not a group.
It's not a group. It is not a group. It's a made up. If anything, you're looking at the beginning of the thought police. It if anything, you're looking at the beginnings of the thought police. Because if I think that I should be able to think for myself, you might say that is Antifa and arrest me for terroristic thoughts. I'm just going with the logical progression of what we're looking at. Because the whole idea of what this country was founded on is the reason that we are laughingstock around the world. We don't have any more checks and balances in this country. Zero. And we were founded on checks and balances. We were founded with a tri-pronged government
for that reason,
akin to the 3 legs on a stool. Each one of them having equal importance to make sure that we don't repeat the history of King George and the bloody history of all of Europe, which you all hold so near and dear. But we have no more checks and balances in this country. The church doesn't check at all. They go right along with it. They go right along with the adulterous, pedophile, accused, rapist, convicted
rapist,
all this stuff. And you find a way that you say he is forgiven, but your forgiveness does not extend past him. Everybody else gets the sword. Everybody else gets the sword. Everybody else looking like me gets the sword. Those who look like you get promoted to the White House.
And part of the reason why y'all did it is because you felt like he was going to uphold and is upholding rules for you, but not all of you, the ones with money. And many of y'all don't have money. Many of y'all are losing your homes right now. I can't ignore the fact that there are so many homes going up for sale, people moving out, people running out things out putting your things out of your homes because you decided to go with your skin color. But racism is expensive.
Yeah.
How much we paying for gas right now? Oh, and what about the eggs?
Yeah.
What about the eggs and bacon?
What about your rights?
Child, listen.
What about your rights? Did you cash your Doge check?
Did you get your Doge check?
I don't know.
Did you get you got an unfinished ballroom?
You know what Elon got?
Contracts on top of contracts on top of contracts and your information.
He got all y'all information.
Yep.
He got everybody in the country information on a server somewhere in South Africa or under the sea or somewhere. But he's got all y'all information and y'all gave it to him. And then he took all the information and then broke up with the press.
Right.
Do I get my ring back?
Right.
You don't get your ring back. And guess who gets screwed? Guess who gets screwed like it's the honeymoon?
Yikes.
Y'all.
Unwillingly, though.
It don't matter. We don't care. We already showed y'all.
Right.
We already showed y'all. We don't care. We don't care. Jordan, you're back. Welcome back, honey. It's been a minute. It's good to see you. But yeah, man.
She said we're the hottest country on earth, though.
We are. We're number one.
Yeah, we're hot.
In a lot of things.
We're hot with disease. There's been a baby died of measles. Measles!
And
we got people with the hantavirus that won't necessarily...
Hantavirus in the CDC. You have to watch.
The
FEMA.
The CDC is no longer the thing that we look to anymore because the CDC ain't that.
Guess who takes over and is running things just in case there's a hantavirus outbreak? FEMA. This is not a joke.
Which was defunded.
This is not a joke.
Which was already defunded.
Already defunded. And if, in fact, the Federal Emergency Management Association, or whoever that A stands for, Federal Emergency Management people, they get unprecedented powers in an event like that. To suspend, posse comitatus, habeas corpus, they can stop everything. They cessate every right you have because in the interest of what? Public safety. Y'all used to say that it was the interest of national security, but the prisons got full, so we had to find something else to do.
No, they're still building more prisons.
Oh, they got the damn full yet? They ready for y'all?
And there are detention camps that are waiting because when they run out of space in the prisons, they're gonna start putting y'all in the. Y'all remember y'all
camps.
The alligator Alcatraz, and places like that. There are places that they're building like that in Texas. It's not just Florida. There are multiple places.
Arizona private prisons, one of the fastest growing businesses. And who you think they're going to put up in there? Because they're going to run out of us. You know, already got rid of the Hispanics that is not supposed to be here. Who you think they're going to put there? It's the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
We're going to see y'all on the other side of the break.
Hi, I'm Leo Jackson, host of Sunday Gospel here every Sunday morning, 5 a.m. to 7 p.m. and 12 o'clock till 2 p.m. You don't want to miss this move of God. It happens only on WBOK. You listen to all day long.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Right now, New Orleans police are investigating a shooting that left a man injured in the 7th Ward. This happened near the intersection of North D'Aubigny and Columbus Street around 2:40 this morning. The victim was found at the scene suffering from a gunshot wound, and he was taken to the hospital. A heated debate expected again today at the state capitol in the battle to redraw Louisiana's congressional maps. It comes as voters and some Democratic leaders back at Town Hall in New Orleans to strategize and figure out the way forward. The Committee on Senate and Governmental Affairs will take up the new congressional map after the full Senate adjourns today. Beyond Louisiana, a battle over the balance of power is taking place from coast to coast. Yesterday, the Supreme Court ruled Alabama can use a map to put in place in 2023 with just one majority black district. In Virginia, Democratic lawmakers are now asking the Supreme Court to allow the state to use a voter-approved map that would favor Democrats in the midterm election. So far, 9 states have taken up redistricting, with Republicans picking up a possible 14 House seats and Democrats 6. A move by the New Orleans City Council may be adding more chaos to the already controversial clerk of court seat. At a special meeting on Monday, the council appointed retired Judge Calvin Johnson as interim clerk of court and called a special election for November to fill the position permanently, which Calvin Duncan and Chelsea Napoleon may run for. Attorney General Liz Murrow also opposed the council's move, saying this creates chaos in the clerk's office. I'm Daryl Forges.
Well, saints of God, this is Pastor David Impartan Sr. coming to you over the airways of WBOK, your favorite host of Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want to invite you to our show every Saturday from 1 o'clock to 2 o'clock p.m. That's Change Your Water, Change Your Mind. I want you to invite your family and friends to a broadcast that's designed to change your life, the way you think, the way you act, and what you eat. We want you to tune in every Saturday at 1 o'clock, WBOK, 12:30 a.m. See you on Saturday.
A careless driver can change your life in an instant. Do you know what to do or who to call? If you've been injured in a motor vehicle accident and do not have an attorney, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free consultation. We can answer all of your questions and estimate the potential value of your case. Call Auto Accident Help Desk and connect with an expert personal injury attorney.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Don't worry how to handle your medical bills, lost wages, and pain. We will get you the money you deserve.
They got me way more than the insurance company offered.
The consultation is free, and you do not pay any legal fees unless we win or settle your case. Make the smart call. If you've been injured in an auto accident, call Auto Accident Help Desk for a free legal consultation.
Call 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524. 800-269-4524.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch, WBOK. I'm your host, Graylin Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
The Jared's on the other side of the glass, y'all, on this Trivia Tuesday, bringing it to you. 504-582-9422. What's up, Josh?
Wow, what's happening?
Wow, what's popping?
Ain't nothing much, Kimbra.
Josh,
Man.
I almost hung up on you. I just want you to know.
Don't be like that.
I'm
Don't
telling
like
you,
that.
I almost hung up on you.
Don't do that. Hey, Grell, I'm happy you stood up for us just now when you told her that, hey, I got a hold of my afro.
He's not an unsafe man.
She be shooting shots, don't care about the strays. Everybody's getting it. Come on, Kim. Come on now. Me and Greta can't keep
If I would have said something about the clean-looking men that also are queer, he wouldn't have been bothered by that because he's not queer.
Clean-looking men that are queer?
Yeah, like clean. sharp dressed.
Oh, sharp, clean.
Yeah, clean. Not like as if. Have you had a bath today?
I thought you was an ally.
No, but if I would say, oh my God, all of the men who take too much time in their appearance are queer, you wouldn't balk at that because that's also not true.
Right.
And so that doesn't apply to you. So if it doesn't apply, let it fly.
Come on now, these clean cut guys with a full hairline is bad too. They bad also. You can't just.
But like I said before, how you said you have to wait and see to see that they are a good person or a good guy.
Well, you know.
But what I'm saying to you is this, because I think about this a lot as I get ready to send my child off to another place. Somebody could be walking her home from walking to her dorm room and assault her. Then, how do we know that's a safe guy? Because he's offering to do something nice, but then does something terrible.
No, but according to your logic, she gonna only look out for dudes who receding hairlines. And
I mean, in her age group, they all got their hair, so that's why we say all men.
Michael Jordan started losing his hair in his 20s.
What?
Yes, in his 20s, Michael Jordan started losing, and Charles Barkley, LeBron James, all of them started losing their hair in their 20s.
Charles Barkley is not a safe man, and neither would I associate safe man with anything that fell from him.
You can't say that. Charles Barkley
Sorry.
also is an ally. He's an ally of the queer community.
And definitely not Michael Jordan. Never heard about him assaulting anybody, though. He's just an ass.
Yeah, so we can't say that now. We just can't say that about Mike. I don't love him. I don't like him like that. But I'm just saying, I can't do nothing about that. I just say your mechanics got to line up. You got to get everybody.
That's why we say all men. Choose the bear.
One person.
Choose the bear.
Just spread out. Let's try to condense your shots. Use more of a scope when you shoot.
No.
How about that?
No.
You know what? I try to work with a girl.
Yeah.
Listen,
I try to work with her.
No.
Try to work with her.
I understand.
So, yeah. But this here, this America doesn't shock me not one bit, bro. Like I said earlier, we are losing this war according to these gas prices. We're losing. We're losing. I would rather feel. I would help Iran build their nuclear bomb if it means I'm gonna get gas for under $3.
No, we're not doing that.
Your boy helped them. Iran didn't have a nuclear bomb.
I didn't have one. They never had one, right?
Never have. It's been
falsely.
I'm telling you,
falsely accused of building nuclear bombs.
We have heard the same thing
before.
When the people said the other people had weapons of mass destruction. We went into Iraq. We went in
And we wouldn't have no up in the
and all for weapons. Then come to find out it was all a lie. There was never Dick Cheney, Condoleezza Rice, the Bushes, all them people, man, all of them, Colin Powell, all of them, all of them cooperated in that lie, and these were some brilliant people. These weren't like the present cabinet.
The junk drawer. We're not going to call it a cabinet. It's a junk drawer.
Yeah, this is not. These were highly intelligent individuals, but who allowed themselves to be used by the powers that be, who told them to make sure you go out and sell this war, WMDs, and it's no different if you substitute nuclear weapons for WMDs. You could pretty much run the same script. It's the same script. It's no different. But I say that the people are not original. They don't have to be, because what they do keeps working. Y'all not gonna touch that. They know it. We ain't got to get sophisticated because y'all don't really care.
Y'all don't care.
You don't care.
And apparently, brilliance should come with a backbone. And they don't. That first wave of people you just named, they had brilliance, but didn't have a backbone.
They didn't have a backbone, or even worse, they were seduced by the promise of power and riches, which gets everybody. Look who's back. She was seduced. They were seduced by the power of riches and the proximity to wealth and money and all the things that we have held up as the standard of success in this country. This is the standard. Not being a good person, not having a good heart, not using your intelligence to try to help your community, but get that money.
It's always about money, and the money does not protect
us. But the youngsters say the bag. It's all about the bag.
It's about the bags. What bags?
The bag, the money.
The money. Yeah, but the money don't protect us.
It won't.
It don't matter how much money we get. It does not protect us. Never does.
The more money we get, the more we separate, and unity beats people more than money does.
Well, the overlay for the sucker play was the idea that y'all bought into segregation. You bought into the end of the end of segregation to start becoming integrated, which helped the other man because you gave him all your money and started hating your own. See, there was no integration during Rosewood. There was no integration during the riots down here in Oklahoma and Black Wall Street. There was none. And you turned around, in order to be able to go sit on the toilet next to a white man, you gave up all of your economy.
All of that.
You gave up
and
everything.
The crazy part, we had it so happening, Grelin, that they were sneaking to come to our establishment.
Yep.
This is the truth.
This is a fact.
Been that way. It's been that way.
But
that
boy,
boy
Josh,
Robert Mitchell got arrested in down here at the Dewdrop.
At the Dewdrop. But this is the thing, right? It's not so much that integration was the only reason that we are in a conundrum that we are in right now. It is the fact that we thought that once we joined hands with them, they gave us access to some of the stuff that they had. That we got a little bit. And not even we. Some of us got a little bit of the money,
and then shut the door.
And then we said, you know what? Y'all figure it out. Y'all make it enough. And we kept othering ourselves. That is the continuation that's still happening right now with all the isms we're talking about. That is happening to us right now. And we refuse to address it because when we bring it out, oh, not me, just like white people. So we have taken on the habits of the people that we are still fighting post segregation.
The crazy part about the whole segregation fight, it was mainly for equal rights than to be able to go to a white establishment.
Agreed.
It didn't give you what the man really was fighting for. He was fighting for equality. He wasn't fighting to go eat ice cream at no white establishment. He wanted equal rights. And what do white folks give you more? Well, when they don't give you, we'll give you a little bit. We're not going to give you what you're asking for, but we'll give you something.
We still got people talking about getting a little bit, Josh. We had people calling in here talking about he's going to give us money. oh, well, I'm going to get a pat on the head. Oh, well, my son said that when he was in office the last time, he made more money and had more tax cuts. This is the thing that we are subscribing to, not we, but them, keep subscribing to. And as they do that, it causes more division with us that allows them to think that they're aligned with them until they find out they're not aligned with them, and then people not really messing with you like that. Look at Byron Donalds. Look at the DA, or was it the AG of Kentucky? Look at every black person that he has lulled into his siren song. They all end up turned out, pockets turned out, reputation ruined, looking crazy. Because you were the spook who was willing to open your mouth and guzzle anything they gave you to have the appearance that you with them.
Do we know where Omarosa is at right now?
No.
See what I'm saying? We don't even know where she's at right now. That's how badly he messed up.
No.
He messed her up. He messed up with the Stacey Dash girl.
She all right.
I love it.
She all right, bro. Listen, I waste no energy on those who chose their own route.
Yes, I don't.
They waste no energy on the. Candace Owens is a media darling right now. Piers Morgan, she's in London. She is talking about. She is right on the heels of Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I believe none of you. I know what you are saying, but what you are saying is the same truth that people have been telling you prior to your coming over to this side. Again, you are not saying anything that is untrue. Nothing. But the one thing that I will say, both of you all were in the room when the other side was talking, and
while they were saying what they were saying, you didn't have nothing to say. But when they got tired of you, then you want everybody out. Why you didn't say nothing while you was in the room?
Because she was benefiting. That's why that's a simple one. Because she was benefiting from it. But one of the things that she ran on, that Trump ran on, was the release of the Epstein files, and that's where they drew a line in the sand, because supposedly a line in the sand, because.
I'll give it to you though, Grillin, but that thing will be so redacted that only you gonna be able to make out the pages numbers. That's it.
Well,
you can see the number of the pages.
The problem is, they know that, which is why this whole push to gerrymander these elections is coming forth before the midterms. They know there's no way in the world the Republicans would want to fight a fair and free election. They know that. They don't want a free and fair election. That's why they're doing everything. That's why you got the chief executive of this state throwing up his hands like an old woman saying, "What can I do? What me? It's the highest court in the land." And it just
the more you swallow, sir, you're gonna be throwing it up later.
That's what he's doing. That's what the chief executive. So it's giving them cover. But that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. My question, Josh, is what we gonna do? What we gonna do? Them people is not doing nothing that my mother, after 92 years young, can tell you that she has seen several times before.
Several times over.
I would
love to hear Mama Grillin on this mug. Boy, that'll make my day, brother, hear Mama Grillin.
Say, bro, let me tell you.
Miss Gloria Bryant Banks.
She will be watching her granddaughter get her undergrad and her master's coming up from Boston University, and I will open that subject with her to see if she would want to come in and talk. She may not come in the studio, but she certainly may get on the telephone and deign to wake up a tad early for us.
On these airwaves.
I would do that. I'll do that for y'all because I'm telling you, I'm blessed. I'm so blessed because when I tell y'all about this history, it's not ancient history. I'm talking to my mother who has memories from a little girl. And we're seeing the same thing again. And the question is not what they're doing. They're doing what they've been doing. What are we going to do?
Nothing new.
Are we finally going to do something different, Josh?
I don't know, Grandma. It's got to be. We have to go through very tumultuous time to make us get serious about this thing.
I agree.
That's the only thing
looking forward to
move, bro.
I'm looking forward to it.
Other than that, man, these black folks could care less about the political aspect of this country. And that is the reason why we're in the mud we're in now, the rut we're in.
Because I'm telling you, the whole idea of me get mine, and see, at one time we were forced to be we. We didn't have a choice. We were forced to be we. We had no choice, right? But now that you've been given this semblance, this illusion of choice, now you don't want to be with the people who you should be with, because
you should be.
But we're gonna get that, okay? Because I'm telling you, slowly but surely, keep your circle small, surrounded with people who have the same mindset, surrounded with people who don't mind working, surrounded with people who understand that times are going to get pretty tough and there's a sacrifice that's going to have to be made, who are willing and able to do that.
Well,
if you're not talking that talk, you can stand across the street. As far as I'm concerned, you're dragging me back.
I hope it happens before the mothership return, because right now it seems like we have to wait for the mothership.
Hey, bro, much as I want to see 50 years later the mothership return to the Superdome, although the first time it landed, it was in the Municipal Auditorium, I would ask George Clinton and the entire Funkadelic crew to stand on stage and not hit one note.
How many of them still around?
Not one.
I know Cam knows this, but I wonder how many of them still around. I wonder if Boosie gonna come out with them too.
I don't know, but there's a lineup of guest stars that if you go on Essence.com, you got a whole bunch of people lined up. But again, I don't want to send you there because I'm not really. I don't know if that's the position that I want us in at this point in our history, man. I don't know if we got time to be entertained, because this is the continuation of the Met and the roast of Kevin Hart. It is anything. It's bread and circuses. I told
Kimber in the chat, Kimber, when you look at Kevin Hart, let me know when you see a man.
You say what now?
When you look at Kevin Hart, let me know if you see a man.
He's a male.
Yeah, that's all he is.
So that's usually where it starts. And again, how do we start the differentiation? Now, him, we've had enough time to watch. He was an awful husband to the first wife. He's a terrible husband to the second wife. So that in and of itself is enough. But the fact that he allows people to disrespect him and then lets people disrespect us is where I just can't go forward with him.
Ain't no more punk move than the punk move to cheat on your wife and blame the cheating on her.
Dude,
he cheated on his first wife and told the public it was her fault because she kept trying to fight him. I wonder why she kept trying to fight the little midget.
Listen. I don't care.
I know you
listen,
don't.
You feel what I'm saying? That's, again, I don't care. I'm not married to Kevin Hart. He not hurting me. I didn't make no promise to him, and he ain't broke no promise to me. I don't care.
You're right.
We got too much real stuff to be worrying about Kevin Hart and his old lady. Or the roast of Kevin Hart, which was, again, a distraction to keep your mind off what's going on. Anything and everything that they throwing out there to keep y'all distracted, because you got to understand there's a lot of money in the entertainment industry, and the entertainment industry is owned by the same 3 or 4 companies that own everything. So if they can do their best to keep you laughing and keying and ha-ha while you got your head stuck in the sand, not hip to what's going on, they're going to do that. So no, have your another special. I didn't watch the first one. I don't care. We got a break. Josh, thank you, cousin.
All right, man. Good talking to you.
All right,
All right, later.
You tuned into the Front Porch. Y'all, WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
Don't go nowhere, y'all. Stick and stay. We're going to see you on the other side of the
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
After a very rainy day, we can now expect a little more sunshine in our forecast. Also, drier air is in place, so not as high humidity for your Tuesday. Today's highs 79 to 83 degrees. We could still see a spotty shower for this evening, but most of us will stay dry. Lows for tonight 62 to 69, and then for your Wednesday, highs 83 to 86. Sunshine for the rest of the week. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Hey, WBOK family, Ron Richardson here from Conversations with Ron Richardson. Please tune in this Saturday from 9 a.m. to 10 a.m. right here on WBOK 1230 AM, streaming worldwide on WBOK1230.com as we welcome special guest, Miss Whitney Moses. We'll be talking about men's mental health. We will also have special guest co-host, Pastor James Jackson from the Plymouth Rock Missionary Baptist Church and Deneric Anderson. Remember, healing and recovery start with you.
This is The Law and Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
If you had $1 million, would you leave it to an 18-year-old?
Hopefully not, but that's exactly what can happen with a simple will. The money goes straight to your kids when they hit the legal age, no guardrails.
A trust lets you control when and how they receive their inheritance. You can set ages, milestones, or even make sure they finish school first.
Give them security, not a spending spree.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Front Porch, WBOK. I'm your host, Ray O'Brien.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Good morning, y'all.
Jared's on the other side of the glass. Y'all right here on this Trivia Tuesday. Talking about the world. 504-582-9422. Brother Larry.
Hey, guys.
Good
Kim,
morning.
My wife, beautiful daughter, and my best friend, Greg.
Good morning. It's good to hear your voice.
I've been hibernating somewhat. When you get a certain age, you sit back. I was doing other things. I've been on the internet. I've been looking at YouTube. I just for a minute, I said, well, let me get back to my best stuff.
Yes, sir. And welcome back, because you sure were missed.
For sure.
And so I like hearing you guys' voices. I said, oh, man. And you took a break, Grill, and so you wasn't there for a minute, right?
Yeah, I was filming, and then I'll be out for the rest of this week because my baby girl graduated from Boston University. Shout out to Taylor with her undergrad and her master's at 22. Oh, yeah, double deuce. Out my pocket. Yeah.
It was well worth it.
And still is. So now I'm saving up for the next 3 to come.
Yeah.
Hey, man, you said something earlier about your mother.
Yes, sir.
She's 92 years old, right?
As of April 15th last month, sir.
My oldest sister was maybe, I think, a year younger than her.
Okay.
And I was about 8, so she had her first child when she was about 20. So she was 12 years older than me.
Okay.
So she would have been 91, but she died relatively young,
okay,
in her late 40s. But you said something that was imperative that I thought about. And my children always remind me who I am. Because I forget, because time be passing by so fast.
Yes, sir.
I forget, I say, I'm that old because I had them late in life. My first child I had at 46.
Okay.
And my son I had at 50.
All right.
So, when I used to take them to school, because I got a gray beard, Grayling and Kimber, they'd say, that's your grandfather. And my kids would get offended and say, no, that's my daddy. But they're old now. They're in their 30s now. But the kids used to think I was their grandfather.
With the grandfather, yeah.
Yeah, because I had all this gray beard. Because I got premature gray when I was in my teens. So my beard turned basically gray. But I thought about something you said, Grayla. And I'm old enough to be, I'm seen enough to be living history.
Yes, sir.
So I told this to Kimber once. I experienced segregation, Jim Crow, because I sit on the back of the bunks like at your girl that integrated Mobile. So I know what it's like. And that sign say for color. So I would get on the bus and move that sign on the back of where you're sitting at.
Right.
And you had to put that and sit behind that sign.
You had to move the sign and sit behind
that sign. So I know what your mother experienced. I could have been her little brother.
Yes, sir.
So, those things you never forget. So,
and Larry, you are talking to us right now.
Right.
About your childhood.
My childhood.
This is not ancient history. This is
man,
let me tell you something, man. These white men that got so scared y'all had rights for 57 years, and they said, all right, that's enough.
Right, because some of the ones that were executing these laws are still in Congress right now.
Still.
And they know that we're coming for their jobs. They know it's been on the table.
Man. That's true. That's so true, Kimber. Now, I'm from Treme, but I moved to the night. Well, as you guys know, when I was about 8 or 9 in third grade. So Daddy bought a house about 5 years after a double. So he had bought 3 houses. And my daddy, I don't know what he was doing. I think he was hustling. I'm not sure.
He was taking care of his family. That's what he was doing.
Yeah, he worked, bro. He worked. I know where he worked at. So, and my mother brought their money. So what I'm getting at, we moved to this house on a street called Piety. Piety was about 3 or 4 blocks from where Ruby Bridges integrated the school.
Yes. On Galvez and Elver.
That's right.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we talked about this before.
Yes, sir. I went to that school.
I know you did. I stayed on Piety and Taunty.
Yes, sir.
So that's right
I know
around
exactly
the
where that's at.
Not that far. So I didn't even know where it was, Kimber, because it was all white. Because Desire Street was the separation from the black neighborhood and the white neighborhood. So we see white people, but they was kind of strange to us. Because we had our own community.
Yes.
And you know who did a good job of giving us our community? People like your mother and them that of that age that protected us. So we just went along about our business. We had a community. So when they integrated the school, and we seen what the white folks did to Ruby, man, they were spilling all sorts of stuff that you can imagine they do to a little girl.
To a little girl.
To a little girl.
Grown
women and men.
Hatred. So the kids, I was at Carver Jr. at the time, guys. I was in the 9th grade, I think, 8 or 9. And we said to ourselves, man, we don't never want to go to school with them people.
That's right.
So I heard Kimber say, some of your people that listen to the radio say that segregation, some people wanted to integrate, not us.
No, sir.
We want, you know what I think we liked about being segregated? It's our community.
That's what we had.
We had a great community.
That's right.
And if you ask your mother, Grayla, that was the prime thing that held us together. We had a real great community. But the older people did a good job of protecting us.
That's right. That's right. So, because there was, once again, Brother Larry, a common enemy. You understand? There was a common enemy. We understood. My parents, my grandparents understood that we had to be together because there was only one enemy. Which was the system, which was white people, however you want to put it. There was one. And so we had to be together. We had to be together. But the minute they said, oh, y'all can come poop next to us,
man,
it was all over, baby. We traded all of that to be able to sit in the toilet next to that person
And here was the kicker. They haven't changed, Kimber. You say 50-something. They're same people they was when Ruby Bridges integrated the school. They haven't, because if I'm around, these people are around, and there's children is still around.
Mm-hmm. That is right.
So, man, these people are, one thing about white folks, they ain't changed. They're the same, man.
They don't have to change. It keeps working.
But I don't understand why we can't see that.
Well,
because some of us still be trying to cozy up to them people.
We're not a monolith. You know that, right?
Right.
That's a lazy way of taking responsibility, Mr. Larry. I feel like people are using that irresponsibly now.
Well, we're not together. Some of us we belong to the same. No, we don't belong to the same tribe. Some of us believe in things because the word black wasn't really accepted. It was thought of as a derogatory term.
Yes, sir, it was.
We changed the flip. We thought that was it was a great term. We thought it was a term of endearment for a while because we named people black.
Black is beautiful. I remember.
Black.
Little boy, 8 years old.
That's right.
Tulane Stadium for Super Bowl 70. 8 years old, fist in the air, mouth wide open, along with my brother, my mother, my father, and 70,000 other black people watching James Brown and singing, say it loud,
I'm black and
I'm proud. And he played that song for about 15 minutes. We took black.
Hey, man. Graylin and Kimber.
Yes,
it's
sir.
like something that Bob Marley said, a natural mystic in the air.
Yes, sir.
It changed so quickly. Imagine, Kimber, if you wasn't called a Negro or color, you get offensive. And then 2 or 3 days, James Brown come out and say, "Alive, I'm black and I'm proud." And some of the black organizations, like the Panthers and us, and Huey Newton and H. Rap Brown, they was preaching some stuff. So we decided, said, we ain't gonna be no more Negroes, more color. We black.
We black.
And you know
with a capital B, not the color, the mindset.
That's
with a capital B.
The movement of being black.
That's right.
The movement, Kimber.
Yes, sir. The movement.
What changed that somewhat is Jesse Jackson was kind of running for president.
That's right.
And he changed the phrase. He wanted to say, well, we African Americans. But the people who was into blackness didn't embrace that as much. Say, man, we black. Kimber said, the movement.
No, people who didn't know, I'm in that school, Larry. I'm in that class. My name on the roll.
I consider myself African American. Although I know my people probably came from Africa. But I was a black man because that's what they see me as.
Yeah,
and I see myself as. So, it was like we went through so much thing. And at the time, Kimber, I was in the Air Force like your daddy.
Mm-hmm.
I was going through transitions in who we were. So we was reading a lot of books. People start reading books on Huey Newton, on Malcolm X, on everybody that we cared about, Richard Wright. We was reading all sorts of books about finding out who we was.
That's right.
And it was so here we are, 18, 19, and 20, like your dad, and had to go through a transition. Well, now we ain't colored and we ain't Negroes, we black. And it stuck with us until Jesse Jackson. So when I look at some of the people on television, especially the people that be hosting this thing, and most of the people are considered, be using the phrase African American. And then they rarely use black America. And so, but politicians, they had to buy in on certain things. Not that I'm against African Americans saying that statement, but we already said who we was.
Been told.
I was there before the word African American came about. We black, so why would we change it? It was Jesse Jackson. But you have to look at Jesse Jackson. He was a disciple of King.
But he was also a politician.
That
part. He was a politician, and he was a disciple of King. And at the time, King was nonviolent. Now here we are. We're in the service, armed service, and we're going to Vietnam. Somebody we never seen, like Muhammad Ali said, no yellow person ever called him the Nimble.
That's right.
He said that, and we felt the same way. But we was over there for one reason only: to kill people.
Mm-hmm.
And Martin Luther King was talking about turning the cheek. So we had kind of different feelings about him. Most of us was behind Malcolm X. Some was behind King.
Yeah.
But most of us were behind Malcolm X. So imagine, Kimber, we was trying to decipher all this stuff. As young, we wasn't even 20. We was in our late teens, and we had to decipher who we were, go and kill somebody, being nonviolent, and dealing with these crazy white people.
Yes, indeed.
So we have a whole lot of stuff on our head, Girl. I'm surprised I survived it, but I did.
I'm not surprised.
We built
but you know what it did to me, guys.
And everybody didn't go quietly, because my daddy got thrown in the stockade because one of them white boys called him the N-word and he punched him square in his face. And after they let him out of the stockade because they found out what was happening, wasn't nothing else they could do to him. They let him go. They let him finish his time, and that was that. My daddy was that then.
He was lucky.
I understand luck, but
they would have put him out on a undesirable discharge.
But Mr. Larry, that's the stock I come from. I said what I said.
I know your daddy, man. I know who you are. That's why I consider. That's why I mentioned his name. I want to keep it out there to the universe. I know where you came from, girl.
There you go.
I know where you came from. And Graylan, it's like you. I'm trying to see. I guess because you're my kindred brother, you know.
When your birthday, Mr. Larry? When your birthday?
December the 7th.
Oh, you're a Sagittarius, yeah.
December 7th. That's why you
He gonna say whatever.
You are.
He gonna say whatever. I love it.
Huh?
Yeah, that's why I'm so, Kimber, when Kimber says things, she doesn't have a filter. And I found out, I said, that's why I'm attracted to Kimber. She said anything. And I do too. I say, that's why you like Kimber.
There you go. There you go.
And my wife says the same thing. That's why I say, yeah, because she don't have no filter.
Hey.
And Graylan is just.
Well.
What I want to say and say, if I don't say it, you'll say it.
Absolutely.
So I know you're my kindred spirit.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So I'm leaving y'all with this. I'm not going to be gone too long. I just wanted to spill that like a rapper to the radio audience that, man, we'll be all right.
We're going to be
fine. That's just not thinking of wishful thinking. That's because I've been through a lot.
Yes, sir.
And I could, I don't think I'm a psychic, but I could see some things that we've been through. We all right.
We're going to be all right.
We are going to be fine.
We're going to be just fine. Now, thank you, Brother Larry.
All right, see y'all later, man.
All right, Mr. Larry. Talk to you later.
All right.
You tuned into the Front Porch, y'all. WBOK is what New Orleans is talking about.
All day long.
We're going to take this quick break, and we're going to see you on the other side of it.
Hold on, caller.
From the campus of Xavier University, WBOK Go and Equity Media Station.
I'm Bree Wood with BIN News Now. Senate Minority Leader Chuck Schumer is urging the Trump administration to rehire CDC cruise ship inspectors after a deadly hantavirus outbreak.
HHS fired every full-time employee at CDC's vessel sanitation program, and that's the program they inspect ships on for exactly this kind of virus.
Schumer is demanding details on the federal response. Two black brothers from East Cleveland, Ohio, who posed as Middle Eastern royalty have been sentenced to decades in prison for a $21 million fraud scheme. Prosecutors say Zubair and Muzamil al-Zubair used fake identities and lavish displays of wealth to deceive investors. Each received more than 20 years behind bars. And Democratic Senate candidate James Tallarico has released a plan to address the maternal health crisis. It focuses on black mothers and includes paid maternity leave, expanded Medicaid, and more investment in maternal care. Get BIN News Now on demand 24/7 on the iHeartRadio app.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Front Porch. I'm your host, Braylon Bryant Bank.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared Rhodes on the other side of the glass, y'all. Bringing it to you right here on this Trivia Tuesday. Thank y'all. for rolling with us as we move into this third and final hour of today's episode of The Front Porch, continuing our broadcast from the historic campus of Xavier University, from our studios right here at the foot of the overpass on South Norman C. Francis Parkway. www.wbok1230.com is the address, or hit us up on the talk line, 504-582-9422. Thank y'all. We've been rolling today. This is the time that flew by.
It has, and y'all really have been active in this chat. I love all of that, and I appreciate that. We're gonna catch this phone call really quickly. Good morning, Tamara. Good morning. Good morning,
Miss Prosper.
Good morning. Good morning. How y'all doing?
We good, babe. How you doing?
I'm all right. I was listening to Mr. Larry, like, all right now, sir.
That's right. That's right.
But what I wanted to say to something he was talking about earlier is that there's so much of a misconception that black people were just really trying to be around white people during integration.
Yes.
What I understand from the older people in my family is they just wanted access to the services and the things that white people were restricting to their own communities.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't want to go to school with white kids. They wanted to go to school with new books and decent heating and air conditioning and like running water. And they didn't want to live next to white people or necessarily eat next to white people, but they did want to go sit down and eat a nice meal at a nice restaurant, or like live in a neighborhood that gets the sidewalks done and the streets repaired and things like that. And I think that's what so many people miss. It was not about proximity to white people. It was about proximity to supplies and resources that our taxes were paying for.
It was representation for taxation.
And we're still having the same conversation
and it hasn't changed.
Because some people still some people are using their access to be close to white people and be aligned with white people, and that's where we are now. It wasn't the goal for the beginning, but this is also what we're fighting it within our community right now.
And it hasn't changed.
Yeah.
When you look at the state, even with the new advent of charter schools, there are schools in the neighborhoods that are less than other schools in other neighborhoods run by the same charter organization.
Yes.
What's the difference? Sometimes things is as clear as black and
they
white.
just changed the name. Put a little paint on it.
Put a little paint. There you go.
Put lipstick on a pig.
Lipstick on a pig, baby. Still a oinker.
Yes.
But that was it. I hope y'all have a good day. Take care.
Do too, darling. How's business?
All right. Bye-bye.
Oh, we'll check in on that.
With
yes.
you later.
Uh-huh.
Absolutely.
There we go.
But we got company though, Kim.
Yes, we do.
Yes, indeed, man.
I would like to welcome to the front porch one of my friends who y'all hear me talking about because I'm always at his place, Mr. Willie Mackey, who is the owner of the Page NOLA, located on Toulouse and Rampart.
There you go.
Yes.
Yeah.
I hang out there a lot. I was there last night. And you can see a face or so that you know every now and again because of where its proximity is right by Armstrong Park, it's right by Covenant House, it's right in the thick of things, and it's the only black-owned bar in how many square miles?
4 square miles. It's 8 by 12 blocks.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's the only black-owned LGBT spot in the entire French Quarter.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, you talk about proximity.
And that is, you know what? I have said that when I first started working in the hospitality business 3 careers ago, if I wanted to make some money in the city, I would open up a gay bar.
Yeah.
I would open up a gay because there was no big gay bar for black people.
Right.
Now, there were some bars that black people went to that were gay.
Yeah.
But in the quarter,
none.
You had gay bars.
Yes.
And this is what it was. Wasn't no question, wasn't no hiding, wasn't no nothing.
Yeah.
We wasn't straight Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, gay on the
Friday,
weekend.
Saturday, no.
24/7, 365. And I always thought, man, that's consistency. That's money all the time. Mm-hmm. I see black people down there in the club, but we ain't never owned nothing down there, man. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
That's beautiful.
It's something.
Yes, it's a good time. As a patron, it's a good time. But before we go too far about talking about the page, we like to know a bit about the journey, and we like to know a bit about the story of how the page came to be, but also who are you?
See, there you go. There you go. You know, I'm the guy in the back carrying the luggage. I'm not the full name. So, yeah, my brother is. He has a building here on campus at Xavier. Dr. Calvin Mackey.
Shout out to you, Doc.
Yes. Who just received like 18,000 awards in the last week all over the place.
That's about right.
So I just carry his luggage around, right?
Y'all got the opening? No, that's a good job.
It's a wonderful job. Let me tell you, we went to dinner the other night, $1,500 a plate.
Yes.
Oh, yes.
For chicken?
No, it was not chicken, brother.
I've seen those. $1,500
not
a
chicken.
piece of chicken.
And then my other brother is Captain America. My baby brother, Anthony Mackey. He got me in trouble yesterday. Oh, yeah. He don't know it, but I got all kind of phone calls, but we'll talk about that when we So, yeah, that's my bloodline here in New Orleans.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah.
The famous Mackey roofing family.
Yeah, right around the corner, man.
Literally
Right around the corner. Yeah, it's still there.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Still
Yes.
there.
Yes, sir. So this neighborhood where Xavier is home for you. That's
Home.
where y'all
I
come from.
I was born right down the canal. Literally born on the canal.
All right.
Okay.
Yep,
All right.
The little house still stands there.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, so I took a picture of, they boarded it up last week. I took a picture. I was like, wait, I got to see about this.
Yeah, come on, Mackey. You need to get that house, man.
It could be a research lab or something. I don't know.
You see that house belong to the owner of the page, man.
And so, being a son of New Orleans, we were just talking about a product of New Orleans Public Schools.
Yeah.
And so, your journey through the city of New Orleans started where?
My journey started at Daniel number 2.
All right.
Which was right around the corner.
Mm-hmm.
I went there in elementary, and then my dad moved us into Gentilly. But before I got to Gentilly, we went to Lafayette, which is now Lafayette Academy on Carrollton through the 3rd grade. And then I was at E.D. White, which is now, I believe, Langston Hughes. They tore it down and made this huge complex over on Trafalgar Street from 4th to 6th grade. I went to John McDonough from 7th to 8th grade, got robbed at a bus stop.
Yikes.
On Esplanade.
Been there. Coming from McMahon. They just robbed me downtown. They robbed me uptown, too. Might have been the same dude.
Right down Esplanade of South White, ran to my aunt's house, told my mom I wasn't going back to school, and went to Warren Easton in 9th grade and graduated all the way through.
Love that story.
Yeah.
Love that story. They ain't get me from around back then. They too far. I could walk to school, but they sure robbed me.
Yes,
Sure robbed me.
South
Yes,
White
indeed.
and Esplanade. Yes.
I was on Joseph, right 2 blocks before you get to Claiborne. Literally, before you get to Claiborne, next to the school.
Right.
Next to
right.
the school.
I was next to the school.
Next to the school.
Yeah.
I think that's the same dude.
I
Man.
got
They got a MO.
Did he tell you, look, I've been locked up. I ain't scared to go back?
Oh,
no. Here you go, brother.
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
The one that was in front, he turned around with that old rusty 38 4-inch barrel. I see it right now. And he said, kick off the coats, brothers. I hear the quote. Kick off the coat. George was with me. He had on the leather coat. George took off his coat. Freddie was with me. He had on the pleather. He asked the dude, say, bro, you want this? I said, I'm not lying. I
can't
swear.
make it up.
He said, say, bro, you want this? And the dude said, it's real? I swear, this is a robber. It's real? And Freddie said, I don't know. He said, give it here. Freddie gave him his coat. I was different. They used to call me Columbo. I had on the knee-length black overcoat, trench coat. Like, now that's what I wore because it was chilling, but I wore. And I just looked at the dude and said, don't worry about it. I didn't feel bad because I was the one that was working. I had money in my pocket. I had money in my coat pocket, but I didn't look like I had no money, so they let me go. But I promise you, no, he didn't tell me it just got out.
Wow.
I didn't get that far.
That's what I got. So I was like, here you go. Take
it.
Fila had just came out with something, and I had him on my shoulder because I played tennis. Gave him the shoes, ran to my aunt's house on Hagan Street, called my mom, and went to Warren Easton from there. And never looked back.
I know that's right.
Never looked back. I didn't even make a guest appearance.
That is some story. That is some
Despite
story.
that, New Orleans public schools are very safe. It
Very
matriculates
safe.
some wonderful
Very safe.
individuals from
Yes,
one
yes.
side of the city to the other
Yes,
side.
yes.
These are stories we laugh about because we can.
Yes.
So after school, there was a journey. There's some things that took place, and we arrive at the page. How do we get there?
So I was I guess a creative mind person that I always thought that I wanted the next best thing to me. I graduated from USL in law school. My first intern, I decided that there's no way I was doing that. So I went into the restaurant. I'm not doing this, brother. I'm not doing this. I went into because the guy had killed the whole family in the rest area, and he was suing his attorney for misrepresentation. His last, because in New Orleans you get 12 stay of execution. This is your last stay, and you're suing your lawyer? I'm out.
Yeah.
Went into fast food, then went into point of sale system programming, and that led me into fine dining with the Brennans. And from there, I started working part-time at a little bar in the quarter called the Outback.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, okay.
They had 6 seats with 900 people.
Oh
my God, it was amazing. But it was all Black gay people at a place where they went.
Yes.
You understand?
Yes.
So I was working there, and after Katrina, the owner of the page asked me to come around there, have a drink with him. So I did. It's all white people.
Yeah.
Older white people.
Yeah.
And all the bartenders were Black. So they asked me would I consider a shift there. And I was going back and forth. So I said, yes, I would. Right. And by the time I went, the clientele came. Like it turned from absolutely white to an absolutely Black gay bar.
Following you.
Following me.
Right.
That's exactly right.
And we turned that bar around like literally overnight.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
We went through our little patch, but the management would not. The management did what bar owners do. They look at the money and don't worry about the business. And once it became Black, they had it in a mindset, the words that I will never, ever, ever, ever say in my life. They have nowhere else to go. Yeah. And
we got him.
Got him.
Yes, indeed.
Got him. And he sit there with his big Kentucky hat on, smoking a pipe, looking down on everybody and everything. And my good friend Ado opened a bar on Elysian Fields called What's Next.
Yes.
Okay.
About Time is the name of the place. I always call it What's Next.
Yeah, we know the
Little
place.
joke between me but About Time shut us down. Like literally the day they opened, they had somewhere else to go. And a Black man owned it.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. I'm going to run tell that. See, that's how you win.
Yeah.
You understand?
Just shut up. Be quiet.
Don't.
Yeah.
I'm not arguing with you. I'm going to get with somebody I know, and I'm going to build my own.
Yeah.
You and your mom.
Yep.
It's the Front Porch.
Yeah.
Y'all, WBOK, don't go nowhere because we in the conversation right now. We're going to come back and talk about it more on the other side of this break. We're going to see you then.
Good Tuesday morning. I'm Daryl Forges with WDSU News, and here's your headlines. Right now, New Orleans police are investigating a shooting that left a man injured in the 7th Ward. This happened near the intersection of North D'Aubigny and Columbus Street around 2:40 this morning. The victim was found at the scene suffering from a gunshot wound, and he was taken to the hospital. A heated debate expected again today at the state capitol in the battle to redraw Louisiana's congressional maps. It comes as voters and some Democratic leaders back at Town Hall in New Orleans to strategize and figure out the way forward. The Committee on Senate and Governmental Affairs will take up the new congressional map after the full Senate adjourns today. Beyond Louisiana, a battle over the balance of power is taking place from coast to coast. Yesterday, the Supreme Court ruled Alabama can use a map to put in place in 2023 with just one majority Black district. And Virginia, Democratic lawmakers are now asking the Supreme Court to allow the state to use a voter-approved map that would favor Democrats in the midterm election. So far, 9 states have taken up redistricting, with Republicans picking up a possible 14 House seats and Democrats 6. A move by the New Orleans City Council may be adding more chaos to the already controversial clerk of court seat. At a special meeting on Monday, the council appointed retired Judge Calvin Johnson as interim clerk of court and called a special election for November to fill the position permanently, which Calvin Duncan and Chelsea Napoleon may run for. Attorney General Liz Murrow also opposed the council's move, saying this creates chaos in the clerk's office.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The number of black summer associates at law firms is shrinking to its lowest levels in more than a decade. That's according to a survey by the National Association of Law Placement. And as part of a larger trend across industries, in reaction to a conservative push to end race and gender-based preferences in hiring and in school admissions. I spoke to Bloomberg Equality reporter Jeff Green, who says this decline could be just the tip of the iceberg.
We haven't even begun to see yet the impact of enrollment based on that affirmative action decision. The NALP folks said that's probably not going to show up till maybe next year's class. So you'll have the other side of that ratio affected. The number of black people who were in law school may also be diminishing.
Conservative legal strategist Edward Blum is a name to watch here. He's led several successful initiatives to curb DEI in places like law firms. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's deck days at Lowe's, and the savings are stacked. Right now, pros get 15% off all in-stock composite decking from top brands like Trex, TimberTech, and Decorators. Plus, get a free DeWalt 20-volt max 5-amp-hour battery when you buy a select DeWalt tool. The deck's stacked in your favor with brands pros trust. Our best lineup is here at Lowe's. Valid through 4/22 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
Confidence is knowing you're ready to handle whatever comes your way. That's what it feels like to take on your workday with Cintas. They make sure your AEDs are up to date, your fire extinguishers are tested and inspected, your floor mats are cleaned and delivered, and your workwear looks good, feels good, and is freshly laundered with the Cintas Apparel Plus program. So are you ready to take on today? Visit Cintas.com and get ready for the workday.
Hey, this is Dave Poston. Be sure to listen to WBOK 1230 AM every Saturday morning at 10 a.m. and Sunday evening at 5 p.m., bringing you the best Southern Soul barroom music with the Southern Soul Weekend Party Mix, hosted by me, of course. I'll be playing your favorite Southern Soul music by artists from all over the South, right here on WBOK 1230 AM or online at WBOK1230.com. The station you listen to longer. Listen to longer.
I'm Cynthia Willard Lewis, and I encourage you to vote Nick Alvarez. He will protect Louisiana families and fight for lower health care costs for everyone. Vote Nick for U.S. Senate.
I'm Nick Alvarez, and I approve this message.
This is The Law in Your Legacy. I'm attorney Pete Hamilton.
I'm attorney Ryan Hamilton.
When it comes to family planning, should you go with a will or a trust?
A will is like leaving instructions to the court. It tells them who gets what, but your family still has to go through a succession, which can be costly and time-consuming.
A trust, on the other hand, avoids court altogether. So when the time comes, everything transfers smoothly to your loved ones.
It's a little more work up front, but way less hassle and expense later. Plan smart, save time, and take care of your family.
This is not legal advice. That's just a tip brought to you by Liberty Bank and Trust. For more information, go to libertybank.net or contact us at 504-915-5016.
Interest rates and inflation are out of control. Is your credit card debt also out of control? It's time to resolve your debt and take back control for a lot less than what you owe. If you have $10,000 or more in credit card debt, then you need to call us right now. Debt Fix Pros can significantly reduce the amount you owe, and you could be debt-free faster than you think.
I knew we had to do something. Our debt was growing.
It was getting out of control, and we just didn't know what to do.
We saw an ad for Debt Fix Pros. We called, and they showed us how fast they could get us out of debt.
It really was amazing, and now we're back in control.
Call now, and we'll show you how easy it is to fix your debt. The call and consultation are free. Call Debt Fix Pros right now at 800-311-5977. That's 800-311-5977. 800-311-5977.
Making a difference in the community. WBOK 1230 AM. You're on the front porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. Front Porch. I'm your host, Greenland Brian Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
Brother Jared's on the other side of the glass, y'all. Bringing it to you right here. Great conversation we're having right here, Kimber.
Yes, with my friend Willie Mackey.
Come on now.
The owner of the page
That's
that is
right.
on the corner of Toulouse and Rampart. I am there quite often, having a wonderful time because there are always so many events. And even when there's not an event, there's an event.
Remind me of old joke. Where you at, Toulouse and what?
Rampart.
Toulouse and Rampart. There was an old joke I remember from a little boy. What corner is a boy standing on when he got his daddy pants on? Toulouse and broad.
Toulouse.
Toulouse and broad.
Oh, Lord, have mercy. Oh, Lord.
Elementary school joke. And he said, I remember that.
Yes.
Toulouse and broad.
Yes.
Toulouse and broad.
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
So, being the only black LGBTQIA+, because it's getting longer every day.
They got a couple more.
Can you just
coming.
say gay club?
Yeah,
Is
please,
that, would
please.
somebody feel
Yes, they
left
would.
out?
Yes,
That's
they
what
would.
I'm saying.
Yes, they would.
See, I can't keep up, y'all. I'm just old and stepping my ways. It's
Yes.
going to be gay.
And
if I'm offending you, let me apologize in advance because I can't go no further.
Yeah, it's but I get it brought to me, so I have to figure it out.
Yes.
You know? I got to figure it out.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely. Well, you're in the midst of it.
Yeah,
It's your
I'm trying.
demographic.
Yeah.
You know what? That's interesting. Would you sometimes not know what the latest is?
Yes.
Even though you're in the industry.
Yes. When the Q came, I didn't. I
still
they
don't. I
had
thought
to-
that was queer.
It
I
is
thought
queer.
so, too.
It's not queer.
I don't know. I'm just
Lesbian,
saying,
gay,
I say queer too.
bisexual,
And I'm sure they'll figure it out and tell me.
trans, queer, non-binary is the I, and the A
Wouldn't
is
that be an N?
asexual.
I don't know. But last year I was the Grand Marshal of Southern Decadence, right?
Yes.
And we had to pick our colors. So we picked our colors, and I'm sitting in a bar one day, and they have like every gay flag up there, like 30 of them, and they're our colors. Our colors literally made up a gay flag, and we didn't even know.
And
Well,
you
I
had no
didn't know.
idea. You didn't.
So I snuck up there and I cut the flag down and brought it to my bar. I didn't know. But it's but you don't, in that situation, you don't want to leave anybody out, but you can't. You have to make sure that everybody is represented and everybody is comfortable. That is the long stretch.
Yeah.
You understand? Because right now, 85% of my business come from out of town, believe it or not.
I believe that.
30% of my business is straight, and 15% of that 30 is white.
I believe that. I think that corner for people who live in the quarter is a Cheers. It's a neighborhood. It's a neighborhood bar.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's not a queer bar. It's a bar.
It's a bar.
It's a bar.
In the quarter, it's a bar.
Yeah.
And you go there, you sit in the bar. What do you care about what the guy is next to you if you come there to get you a drink?
But I have a great local clientele that make everybody comfortable.
Yes.
They make them a little bit too much sometimes, but everybody and my bartenders are trained. I don't care who you are. I don't care what color you are. I don't care your nationality. What? As long as you're having a good time in my spot and you're patronizing me, we're gonna show you respect.
Respect you give, respect you get. You treat your staff to train your staff to treat everybody as a VIP.
Everybody.
Until and unless they give you reason not to.
Yes, everybody.
From the beginning. That's the default position.
Yeah.
When they walk in.
Yep.
And that's what I used to do with myself. Listen, if you tell me that you didn't do what I taught you to do, my problem ain't with the customer.
Yeah.
Correct.
My problem with
you. Yeah. I turn them always be right. Always.
Always.
Don't ever have 1%. that they can come after you because I have to defend that 1%. Always be right.
Always be right. Yeah. Or apologize.
That part.
That part.
We do that a lot.
I'm so sorry about that. Do it with a smile. Do it with some sincerity.
Yeah.
You know? Absolutely, man. Customer service is what we told you. That's it. You were mentioning, when we were on break, you were talking about your brother having a conversation with Calvin because we were talking about the similarities in business.
Yes.
Calvin's in STEM.
And science and education.
And all science, education, all around the world. And you run a bar in the French Quarter, yet y'all sit at the table and talk about more similarities than differences.
5 days a week. And I bring him my problems, and he bring me his problems. And one day, one of my bartenders say, how could you and your brother be sitting down talking? Dr. Griggs is there. Mm-hmm. How could y'all be talking about this? Because we're talking about the business. We're not talking about the difference of the culture.
Right.
We're talking about the business. And the one thing they teach you in Business 101, it's business, and it's not personal.
It's not.
Right.
It's not. Take your personality out of it if you want to succeed at business.
But people are people. He sit down, and I remember him and my lawyer was sitting there one day, and they were talking about their employees. And I say, no, y'all got to do this, and this. And they looking at me like, what are you talking about? Do this, and this, and you won't have a problem. And I promise you, they went back and did it, and both of them came back and said, that worked.
Mm-hmm.
It's business.
It's business. Yeah. It's business. Because when you're in business, your customers are twofold, internal and external. Mm-hmm. When you're in business, you got to treat the people who work for you like they're part of your business too. You can't disrespect them. Expect them to represent you with the outside customer. So as a boss, as an owner, you juggle it all the time.
All the time.
Trust me.
All the time.
Trust me.
But it's a good blend, especially with where you are, right? Mm-hmm. There's always a festival going on at Armstrong Park. And then you have some eateries that are in that space that you pass through. And then sometimes you just hear people laughing. It's like, let's go see what's going on over there. A good time is had at every time I've been in there, and I've been in there a lot. It's always fun. And then for people who may have been apprehensive about being in a space, if you sit down next to somebody, anybody, just a random somebody, you're going to be talking about the stuff that you talk about in your regular life because these are regular people. Yeah. And if we could get to the point of understanding that people, we got good people, we got some not so good people, but that is a part of the human identity.
But and when we started, when we took over May 1st, 2013, but we took over for a place like us. Professionals could come in and sit down, have a drink. Mm-hmm. We had martini glasses and everything like that. But once it started to shift, we had to shift too. Mm-hmm. You understand? And I think that was the hardest part of growing because we didn't want to shift too much this way, but we had to shift this way, right? But you show your customers and you teach your customers too, and they respect that. Oh, this is what we do here. I'm not concerned with what they do down there. That's right. This is what we do here. And you got people who will respect that, and you got people who won't. But you have to learn how to negotiate between the two.
That's right.
Yeah.
And the majority of people will. If you give them rules, if you let them know this is the standard, employees and guests alike. Yeah. But you, as the owner, as the boss, have to be consistent. As the boss, ain't no favorites. I done see too many people though. Oh, I'm gonna let my friend get away with it.
And that's the one that's gonna tank you every time.
What's my words in the job?
It's cold, but it's fair.
But it's fair. Yeah. I know it's cold, but it's fair because to do any different would be unfair. It might be nice, won't be as cold, but it's gonna make it unfair. You're gonna take the wheels off the train.
I text my good friend that we haven't spoken in 13 years. We've 13 years we haven't spoken because of the bar. Mm-hmm. Because he thought that he can do this in the bar. No, now it's a business, it's not a bar. And I spoke to him for the first time last week for his birthday in 13 years.
Yes, indeed.
Because what you don't realize is this is how I live, this is how you live, and this is everybody that worked for me live. And I can't lose this because you and I are friends.
Never. It won't happen.
It will not.
If you were really my friend, you wouldn't.
You wouldn't ask me to risk it.
You would not be doing what you're doing.
You wouldn't ask me to risk it.
Oh, baby, friendship run like our tit. Friendship run like our tit. East and West. You understand? You got if you
first time in 13 years.
Yeah.
Yes, indeed. Knocked my name down and called me everything in the book. I just held my head up, poured my gin, and sat down.
Right.
That's what you do because I'm right.
Yeah.
See, that's what he said. I might not be accepted now.
Yeah.
But I'm right, because my heart tells me I'm right. The fact I sleep good at night, the fact I don't toss and turn and think about it, I know I'm right. And if you take 13 years to see that I'm right, I'm going to be here when you get here.
With the same drink?
With the same drink and the same attitude.
Cheers.
What's up, baby?
Cheers.
Welcome back. How you been? How you been?
I remember what you drink.
There you go. Unless you change. Unless you change, man, listen.
I love it.
That's the way it's supposed to be.
Yes. So now there's some programming that goes on. I know Thursday nights is the R&B night.
Yeah.
What else happens? Because I pop in, it doesn't matter tonight. But what's the programming that happens during the week?
Thursday's R&B night from 8 o'clock to close, and everybody asks what time we close. We close when the last drunk drop, right?
There you go.
Friday and Saturday we have
Toulouse and Rampart.
Toulouse
What? What are you talking about? Hey, on Toulouse and Rampart, man.
Friday and Saturday we have a DJ. Friday is mostly old school type DJ. Saturday is the New Orleans DJ. And Sunday is you come in to do your own thing.
Yes, indeed.
Right. This Thursday coming, we have a drag show for Southern Decadence. My husband is a Grand Marshal now, so I'm still in the mix of that.
Okay.
So we have a fundraiser this Thursday. We have Red Dress Run coming up. We have Black Pride and Prague coming up. We got a lot of things going on. And at the beginning of the month, we're going to be rolling out all night happy hour on Mondays.
Oh.
And we're gonna roll out the 5 to 8 drink till you drop, and probably do the 2-for-1 Tuesdays again.
Yeah, I'm gonna need that. I'm gonna need that schedule again.
We're gonna need to get your slippers. We talked about.
Yeah, because I'm telling you, I go there and I figuratively kick off my shoes and have a seat by whomever is in the seat there, and wherever there's an empty seat, I sit. We laugh. We talk. We sing loudly. Sometimes, yes. But it's a good time to be had, and since going back, because I actually had been to the society page.
Yeah.
One of my teachers I ran into the society page, and I was like, well, that makes sense. All right, and it was a fun time. I was a lot younger. This is when Wolfendale's was open.
Yeah.
I was a lot younger, but as an adult, it's a place that I can go that nobody's gonna bother me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna sit. I'm gonna chit chat. Matter of fact, one night, one of the patrons was like, "Yeah, you ready to go home?" I was like, "Sure, why not?" And called me a car and sent a car for me to go home. But yeah, it is a fun time. We have a good time every time.
Yeah,
but the drag show is when?
It's Thursday night, 8 o'clock,
and
it's going to be a great show.
Mm-hmm.
The lineup is incredible. Yeah,
tell me something. I was in the hospitality business when Decadence was in its infancy. You probably was going to a couple of them parties.
No, we weren't invited to those parties.
Mm-hmm.
That's what, infancy.
Yeah.
That wasn't us.
We wasn't even invited around the corner.
Not even.
In the last 3 years. 3 years. Listen to what I'm telling you.
And I've been out the industry for 40.
They just made 50 years old. I was the 53rd Grand Marshal. My husband's the 54th, and they've only been in existence for 50 years. And in the last 3 years, we've got this notoriety of being involved in Decadence. Yeah.
And
they used to run past run the parade, come back, and they beating the horses so they wouldn't have to. I swear to God. And we had to fight. My lawyer fought a whole year to get the parade back on Rampart so it could turn in front of my bar.
Yes, indeed.
Yeah, that was a mistake.
Yeah, be careful what you wish for, because you might just get it.
Man.
But I remember that, man. I remember just a handful, 30 rooms, 30 rooms.
Yeah.
And
But
they'd have
now
a party.
it's a-
now it rivals, hell, it rivals Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
It's bigger than Mardi Gras.
Yeah. It is huge.
Yeah.
It is huge.
Red Dress Run. In the last
that's
4
the spring
years,
off.
in the last 4 years, we didn't even know what Red Dress Run was. Me and my husband in 2019 went to our first Red Dress Run and took a picture in these little dresses and all that. It took us 5 hours to walk 3 blocks because everybody wanted pictures. And from that moment on, Red Dress Run is a tourist destination here in New Orleans.
Yes, indeed.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
I love that.
It is, but it's New Orleans.
It is
it's
that.
Just like Declan started off as just a party for some people.
And get the first Grand Marshal was black. I was in 50 years. I was the third.
The third one, but the first one was
black.
Yes, indeed.
Craziness.
Yes, man, I'm telling you, I watched it from. I watched it grow.
Wasn't even invited.
No, they couldn't. It was cool.
Yeah,
it was cool. I was working. I got mine. I said, "Come on, y'all, come in." Because for me, everybody there's a tourist.
Everybody.
I don't care what group you with. If you putting heads in beds, you got my staff getting hours. Welcome to the hotel. It's great to have you. Enjoy your stay. That's it.
Absolutely. Now you have a request. Cam, one of our listeners, is a DJ. She said, "Would you like a guest DJ in August?" Well, Cam, there's your answer. I will connect the two of you, and there we go.
And he thought about it.
So where can the people find you? Where can people find updates about what's going on with the community and with the bar?
We have a Facebook and an Instagram. Facebook, the page NOLA, THEPAGE NOLA, and we're on Facebook and Instagram. And Simone Richard, a wonderful, wonderful employee of mine, she's always updating, so everything will be on there. 542 North Rampart Street. Just show up.
Yes.
Say hi.
Yes.
You know, Willie Mackey Jr. at yahoo.com, Instagram. What else they got?
Mackie Willie. Mackie.Willie. Yes. Mackie.Willie.
Everywhere. I don't know. But please, just
come on over and say hi.
Come on over and say hi. We got our drinks, our house drinks are the pink pussy, which everybody loves.
Who doesn't?
Shut up.
Cheers. Are you kidding me? Who don't?
Oh my God.
And the Michelle Obama. Those are our two signature drinks.
Combined into one nice drink. I would.
Oh my God.
I ain't scared, me.
Oh my God.
What in the world?
Oh my God.
I see.
This is what we do. This is what we do.
The page, except on radio.
On radio. I get it.
You go Willie Mackey Jr., the page. My brother George said, that's the brother that owns the bar on the corner of Rampart.
Yeah.
Best customers when I was gig driving. Now it makes sense. In Street Little Fire. Black owned, black operated, black excellence, baby. Brother man, you've got an open invitation. Anytime something's happening over there at the page, you want to come back and tell our listeners about it, please come on and join us on the porch. And
I appreciate it. Yes, all right? I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
Absolutely.
And y'all don't go nowhere. We got to take this quick break. We're going to be back on the other side, and we'll try to get into Trivia Tuesday. It'll be pretty easy, but maybe we will, maybe we won't.
For sure.
What do you want from me? The world's falling apart. Y'all ain't making no noise about not being able to vote. So I dare one of y'all call me and come tell me about Trivia Tuesday. It's the Front Porch. We'll see you on the other side of the break.
This is your news update for WBOK from WDSU. For all your news and weather, watch WDSU News, New Orleans' leader in live, local, late-breaking news. Today at noon and 4 p.m.
After a very rainy day, we can now expect a little more sunshine in our forecast. Also, drier air is in place, so not as high humidity for your Tuesday. Today's highs 79 to 83 degrees. We could still see a spotty shower for this evening, but most of us will stay dry. Lows for tonight 62 to 69, and then for your Wednesday, highs 83 to 86. Sunshine for the rest of the week. For the WDSU First Warning Weather Center, I'm Raven Richard.
Attention, WBOK listeners. Are you a fan of the station and want to show your support and style? Well, we've got some exciting news for you. Introducing the official WBOK merchandise, the perfect way to wear your love for the station. Whether you're a longtime listener or a new fan, we've got something for everyone. Head to WBOK1230.com now and grab your WBOK gear before it's gone. When you buy WBOK merch, you're not just getting quality items, you're supporting the station you love.
It's Off the Top with Norman Robinson on WBOK 1230 AM.
Let's be clear about what just happened. The hardline conservative Republican governor and his supermajority Republican buddies in the state legislature have declared open political warfare on the city of New Orleans' voters, particularly Democrats, and specifically the African American electorate. They recently demonstrated their contempt for the city by the cruel hoax played on black Democrat Calvin Duncan, the duly elected clerk of Orleans Parish Criminal District Court. The Landry Coalition passed a law to eliminate the criminal court clerk's office, folding it into the civil clerk's office, arguing that unlike the rest of the state, New Orleans has one too many clerks of court. In his unsuccessful bid to keep his job, Duncan filed suit, leading to federal intervention, which allowed him to take off. Many of us then breathed a big sigh of relief, only to be stunned again when Governor Landry got a ruling from the Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals which locks Duncan out of office for the time being. Critics have labeled this as a vicious partisan attack to disenfranchise black voters in Orleans Parish, a blatant power grab by Baton Rouge conservatives to reverse a local election. And in an apparent move to expand their reach even further, GOP conservatives appear to have their fangs sharpened to gut the black vote statewide. The supermajority Republican state legislature is now poised to eliminate one or both of the two majority black legislative seats, after the conservative majority U.S. Supreme Court ruled that creating districts along racial lines is unconstitutional. Veterans of the civil rights movement say the ruling undermines the 1965 Voting Rights Act, which was established to give blacks and other minorities fair representation. Bottom line, it's time for blacks and others to take off the blinders, develop some strategies to counteract the conservative move to seemingly force us back to Jim Crow 1950. This is Norman Robinson, Off the Top.
Life has a way of shifting priorities, changing needs, and pivoting plans. Home Bank is there for all of them. Their bankers partner with you for every step along the way, from understanding your needs to celebrating your success. Home Bank is invested in the vibrant spirit of our community and in you. So partner with them. Stop on by any banking center in the greater New Orleans area or visit home24bank.com to get started today. Good for business, good for life. Home Bank, a member of the FDIC.
City Park is where to go when you don't know where to go. Turn towards the city center and start walking. Before long, you'll end up where you belong, at the heart of the city, New Orleans City Park. Stroll along the reeded marsh, wander through the sculpture garden, rest and recharge beneath ancient oak trees. This is where your spirit goes to grow. It's in our nature to yearn for nature. NewOrleansCityPark.org, heart of the city.
The New Orleans Jazz and Heritage Foundation presents Louisiana Cajun Zydeco Festival. 2 days of nonstop dancing and rhythmic sounds of Southwest Louisiana, Saturday, March 30th and Sunday, March 31st at the George and Joyce Wein Jazz and Heritage Center. Don't miss musical performances by Big Nathan and the Zydeco Cha-Chas, Kebby Carrier and the Bayou Swamp Band, Donna Angel and the Zydeco Posse, and much more. Doors open at 2 p.m. and music begins at 3. This event is free and open to the public. For more information, visit CajunZydecofest.com.
LifeCare provides valuable whole life insurance to cover final expenses such as medical bills, burial costs, and unpaid debt. A final expense insurance policy is fast, easy, affordable life insurance that's available to anyone between the ages of 50 and 80. No medical exams, no lengthy questionnaires, and no waiting period. The application process is quick and easy. You can even apply without having to undergo a medical examination. Just answer a few questions and we'll do the rest. With the average funeral cost skyrocketing to $11,000 and Social Security only paying $255, you need simple, affordable peace of mind for you and your whole family. Don't leave behind unpaid expenses that, if left unattended, will burden your family tremendously. Benefits include a guaranteed premium that will never increase, a guaranteed cash value, and a guaranteed death benefit that can never decrease. To find out how you can get final expense insurance with a guaranteed lifetime rate lock, call LifeCare at 800-571-9955. That's 800-571-9955. 800-571-9955.
You're on the Front Porch with WBOK 1230 AM.
Welcome back, y'all. It's the Front Porch. WBOK. I'm your host, Braylon Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Hey, y'all.
For the Jared Bros on the other side of the glass, y'all. Great conversation right there with Willie Mackey Jr.
Yes.
From the page. Go get you one of them drinks.
Go get you one of them drinks. You've heard the word before. We said it all the time. Remember the bow? Yeah. Unclutch your pearls. You're fine. But with what's going on in the state and with election, I asked Lindsay Rubia Garcia, who is on the line. She's going to update us. She's in Baton Rouge right now. Good morning, Lindsay. How are you this morning?
Hey.
Hey, how are y'all doing this morning?
We're doing all right. You have been busy. You've been on it and roving literally across the state, and you have some updates, some information you want to share with our listeners about the recall and about the vote today. Get us informed.
I definitely suggest that folks tap into the folks on the recall. They are doing trainings and the like, and anytime you see it, the line was out out and wrapped around the corner at the Howlin' Wolf in New Orleans this week. Anytime you see the recall, you guys need to get out there in order to sign up on that. My focus has been primarily because I am a candidate in the House races that have been suspended the day that he issued the executive order. We filed legal suits. The first to file, currently it is sitting and it was transferred to the Western District of Louisiana. We petitioned and filed pleadings and more pleadings and supplement pleadings on yesterday. Again, asking for our temporary restraining order to allow the May 16th election to go forward with our races. I'm still encouraging everybody, no matter what, because this is pending litigation, to vote for your House of Representatives. You won't see somebody for 1st District and 6th District because that's Cleo Fields and Lauren Jewett who are going on those ballots in the House race. You won't see them on the ballot because they're running unopposed in their primaries, so they won't be on that ballot. But in District 2, 3, 4, in my district, and 5, I'm still encouraging folks to go ahead with that because we're still pursuing the litigation. But I will say that I attended the redistricting hearing that was on Friday, where there was the back and forth between Carter and Morris and the like. We were supposed to be having votes on tomorrow, but at the last hour last night, they last minute changed it. So if you can get to the state capitol today at 3 p.m., anybody who is listening, you need to be in the building in Louisiana State Capitol in Baton Rouge by 3 p.m. This afternoon, as they are going to push forward with the maps. And if you ask me, from what I've been hearing on the ground, that they are going to move forward with the 6-0 map in order to eliminate both Cleo and Troy seats altogether, and that would put Orleans Parish in a district with, for instance, Plaquemines and St. Bernard and the like. So ultimately, the goal is to dilute the votes, and that would mean that New Orleans wouldn't have the representation. They wouldn't have Black representation, and that would take us back to Reconstruction era, since New Orleans hasn't had that kind of representation, putting us back literally into Reconstruction for perspective. So the biggest message that I can put for folks is to literally get out, still show up to vote, still have your votes cast, still speak up, support your candidates there. But if they go forward with it, New Orleans will be without a rep from the city for the first time since Reconstruction. And I think that needs to really land with some folks about how serious this is.
Lindsay, let me ask you this before we get out of here, because we're almost out of time. The other day, when allegedly Big Gay J. Morris said something when he was standing up and all of y'all exploded. I know you can't quote him, but I couldn't hear him. Can you tell me what he said to y'all?
I heard exactly what the statement was. I heard the shut the F up, and then y'all need to shut up and shut up, boy. That's what I heard.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure. I couldn't quite make it out, but I wanted to make sure, since I had this opportunity from somebody who was sitting right there and heard him say what he said. I just wanted to get it on record. Thank you so much.
Yeah, that's when I scooted up, but I definitely heard it. Now, granted, I was turning my head and the like because the room kind of erupted from the moment that he initially turned around. But I think it's important to note that even the media that's trying to discredit all this or trying to push back on the like of it all, even the clips that they're playing isn't showing the full because it all happens so fast. Right. So there was multiple things said, and he was continuing on cursing and carrying on as he was
with his security guy
on out the room.
Yeah, with his big security dude. That's when he was talking all that noise.
Precisely, but we weren't even saying anything, so I was a little bit confused as to why he turned around and said anything to begin with.
Lindsey Garcia, still on the fight, darling. Thank you so much, and you know you're welcome back here anytime to update us on the latest, all right?
I really appreciate y'all doing the work you're doing anytime.
Thank you, babe.
Keep fighting.
Later.
Thank y'all for giving us 3 hours out of your lives that you'll never get back, and we certainly hope we've given you a little something in return for the investment of your time. I'm your host, Graylin Bryant Banks.
And I'm your host, Kimber White Dupree. Take care of yourselves and each other, and check out the link of where you can sign the petition. It's in the chat. Run this back so you can get all that good information, y'all.
That's right. For the rest of the week, several locations are going to be up. Get out, get involved, do your thing. Shouts out to Jayla.
Yeah.
She going to get that master's, you heard
Your
that?
daddy's on the
And
way,
I
baby.
See y'all. He on the way, baby, on the way. I'll see y'all soon. I will see everybody on the flip.
Later. Bye.